There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah, Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How y'all doing out there in Radio Land? How y'all doing out there in the chat? Salute to everybody joining the show today. Who we got in the chat? SC Kawanda, Josh, Anita, salute Anita, Willie, I see Willie in the chat, Jeff, not really a city girl in the chat, Maurice, Kawanda, Sincere Runny Ray Real in the chat, Jefford. Look, I'm going to tell you this. This has been a long week. It's been a lot of stuff going on in the city. They talking about the SNAP benefits, a lot of things that we got to make sure that we're preparing for when it comes to November. But there were some good bright spots this month, you know. There were things that were notable. I seen a lot of the community gather together. We had the celebrity basketball game to raise money for Cream Skills INC. And we also had Trunk and Treats, where a lot of people came together to make sure that children can have a safe trick-or-treating experience. So it's some good things going on in the community as well. It's Friday. I'm gonna try to get out. I'm gonna try to highlight some good stuff, and we got a lot of stuff on the show. Actually, tell you the truth, sometimes I try to find great things going on. But then it's always something around the corner when it's in Milwaukee. Is always a villain in the corner, waiting for his turn to stick his head up. But I want to talk about this story about the FBI. They're saying that there was supposed to be some type of terrorist attack, and the FBI is putting out that they got ahead of it. They shut it down before anything that can happen bad out there in Michigan. We got some video on this. This is a good story. They prevented a terrorist attack. Hey, we got one up. We got one positive thing that let's see how many positive outcomes we can get on the show. Let's keep a tab. But let's go to the story in Michigan, how they prevented a terrorist attack. Let's listen.
We've heard from the FBI in their Detroit field office, been talking to some of our sources in southeast Michigan. The FBI director's public statement really is the only public statement so far, that there have been arrests for a suspected terror attack, and those arrests were made this morning in Dearborn, Michigan. We have a live picture of a neighborhood in Dearborn where we've seen law enforcement earlier in the day, and the FBI field office in Detroit tells me they did have law enforcement positioned in that area, in the Dearborn area earlier today. There's no charging document that's been public or made unsealed in this case, so we don't have specifics on the allegations here, but the FBI director connecting this to terror is certainly noteworthy. We'll see what connections it has once these case filings are released in the Eastern District of Michigan. That's the Detroit area at some point today. But Vlad, the details are few. Local law enforcement's not giving us anything in addition to what the FBI director says. I could tell you from experience covering the FBI, covering the Department of Justice, this is not a customary sequence of events. So you don't usually have the FBI director announcing a case without having coordinated with local law enforcement or having them ready to supplement the information to avoid causing any panic, avoid causing any concern, and to provide the proper context and depth. I will tell you also, the FBI's Detroit field office and the Dearborn police both say, Vlad, there is no threat to the community right now.
All right. See, that's a good thing. This is a great way to start out the Friday. Somebody was out there plotting. They foiled the plot, and now we get to move on. And this is another. We got two. We might have another one. Something positive, something powerful that happened. The DOJ launches a probe into potential misuse of $90 million in donations to Black Lives Matter. Now, this might be some positive stuff, because I knew during 2020, all them cash apps was going up. All them people was getting all that money, and it just seemed like a scam. Some of them Black Lives Matter folks that was getting that money, it just seemed like they was kind of scamming a little bit. And I was saying something about it. I was very vocal about this when I was out there, and people was getting mad, and a lot of people tried to come at me sideways. But now it's 2025, and all of the things that I said back in 2020 is coming to pass. It's coming to pass. And I don't care if you don't like me. You know what I mean? I don't care. I'm not one of them people. Like, I'm going to call it down the middle. I'm like the referee. If I see somebody hacking, so if I see the foul, I'm going to try to call it down the middle. That's all I'm saying. But look at this. DOJ launches the probe into potential $90 million in donations from the people. We got audio on this. Let's listen.
The Justice Department is investigating the Black Lives Matter organization over fraud allegations, saying it misused tens of millions of dollars in donations. The DOJ's investigation reportedly focused on the foundation's handling of donations collected in the wake of the George Floyd case back in 2020. Now, at that time, organizers received a surge of more than $90 million. The Associated Press reports critics of the nonprofit foundation and of the BLM movement broadly accused organizers of not being transparent about how it was spending the donations. That criticism grew louder after BLM foundation leaders in 2022 confirmed they used donations to purchase a $6 million Los Angeles area property that includes a home with 6 bedrooms and bathrooms.
Whew! In Calabasas. You know, they arrested a lot of those Black Lives Matter people that took the money and acted funny with the money. And like I said, you know, we got these movements, and a lot of people be happy when they see a lot of people moving around a cause. But I don't. I'll try to see what it's really about. I'm not going to jump out here and blindly be led by nobody. And I think a lot of people, when they heard Black Lives Matter, it touched them in some kind of way. It touched me in some kind of way. But when I started peeling back the layers, I called foul. I said it was trash. Right then. Right. See, and a lot of people don't like it when you telling it because the plot was working. Like the scam, Black Lives Matter, to me, outside the meaning of the phrase Black Lives Matter, to me was a scam, a political scam. And I'm arguing back and forth with folks who really want to believe that this was the movement. Okay, $90 million. You telling me $90 million wouldn't change the community? If they got $90 million and we ain't seen no change, no neighborhood development, we ain't seen nothing. With $90 million being donated? Please. I was right. And a lot of people tried to blacklist me for that, telling it during that time, because it was like they was able to walk on water with all that money. Some folks was out here had so much money coming through, it would look like they could walk on water. But I said, and I didn't take a dime of it. I got offered some money. I said, no, this ain't that. I don't want it. I don't want nothing to do with it. They thought they was gonna get me, Andrew. They thought they was gonna throw me a few dollars and I was gonna stop speaking against what I saw. This ain't that. I don't know what's on the other side of the fence, but you come on this side of the fence, I'm gonna call it straight down the middle. It was a scam. $90 million scam. All that money. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. I think we had 2 stories that something is being done. We're going to see what's next. We're going to see what we got next. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments. Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
It's 101.7 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 60 months. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella Windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 10/31 of 2025.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. The American Cancer Society is launching Voices of Black Women, the largest ever study focused on Black women's health. This groundbreaking initiative is aimed at understanding health conditions like cancer so we can learn how to improve overall health among Black women. If you're a Black woman between 25 and 55 with no history of cancer, you can join by completing an online survey and short follow-ups twice a year. Your voice matters, because together we can uncover the root causes of cancer disparities and build a healthier future for generations to come. Learn more and enroll today at voices.cancer.org.
Gruber Law Offices, serving the people of Wisconsin for over 30 years. Call us today if you've been injured. Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of the Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, at 1017thetruth.com.
Well, as we continue into the government shutdown, donkey gang, elephant gang, seeming like I don't see anything in the near future to say that this is going to stop. I'm hearing both sides of the arguments, and I think that this right now, the Democrats is holding on for dear life. Some of those programs they was using to fuel their base. And I think that the Republicans cutting programs, things that many times when they talk about what the program is, I'm wondering, like, okay, how do our tax money go to certain things? But at the end of the day, that's over my pay grade. They got to figure that out. And at the cost of what? If the people get upset enough due to this shutdown back and forth, then a lot of people may not have jobs the next election, the next time these elections roll around, because I think they believe that people got short-term memories, or y'all so botted out that when it's time for election, y'all forget who did what, and then y'all get back on the marketing for each party, and y'all reset y'all minds and don't remember some of the moves that was made that caused discomfort toward the people. So we'll see when it's time for voting. But right now we're in the thick of this shutdown, and they're saying that the Head Start programs will be threatened due to the shutdown. We got some video on this. Let's listen.
Parenthood is full of uncertainty, but Sheboygan families tell us this kind of uncertainty is next level.
I'm very surprised that something like that would be shut down.
Jacqueline Berry has children and other family members who've gone through the Head Start program here in Sheboygan. Head Start is a federal early childhood program for low-income families.
I think it's very crucial for those parents. Myself, my youngest one will be going into Head Start soon. I work from home, I work full-time.
Thursday, Governor Tony Evers announced the federal shutdown is resulting in service pauses at multiple Wisconsin Head Start locations in November, including Sheboygan, and there could be more.
I feel like it's gonna be bad on my end because I'm a single mother and I do depend on childcare, daycare.
In total, the governor's office says nearly 300 kids will be impacted and more than 80 staff members without checks. In a statement, Sheboygan Mayor Ryan Sorensen tells Fox 6, "We are feeling the impact at home. Without funding, centers face interruptions in vital early childhood education, nutrition, and family support services."
I would just say let's all, be hopeful. Hopefully the shutdown ends soon.
Everybody needs to stand together. We all need to come to one thought process, one initiative, and when it comes to something like this, when it comes to the future of our children.
Oh, wow. Well, I'll say this. When I see a lot of the federal workers that are not getting paid, they say now, like, if a lot of the traffic control people, federal government traffic control people, they not getting paid. I wouldn't jump on a plane right now. I wouldn't, if the traffic control people got high blood pressure because they ain't getting their checks. I'm hoping that they ain't out here, disgruntled trying to control the air traffic. But it's a lot of federal workers that ain't getting a check right now. But when you go back and forth and you try to hear both sides and you try to hear what the issue is, I've been looking, I've been listening. Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, he's been trying to say that, okay, it's the Democrats, they trying to hold back because we're not going to allow them to have certain programs. I saw this one video that the Speaker of the House put out there. Let's listen to this clip where he said that the government is shut down.
Republicans are not demanding anything, literally nothing. All we want is to reopen the government. The Democrats are demanding all those things I just showed you on the chart, plus a lot more. When I say they want to send money to foreign countries, this is some of the things that they would propose that we spend money on again. They're demanding, this is a ransom to reopen the government. Things like $4 million for global LGBTQI plus awareness campaigns around the world. $4 million for the LGBTQI plus democracy grants in the Balkans. They want $2 million for feminist democratic principles projects in Africa. We're not doing that.
All right, hey. I mean, we talk about cutting wasteful spending from the government. When somebody gets in office, whether it's Democrat or Republicans, they try to put money where they think, they can, get an advantage. And I think the extreme left took over the Democrat Party. I think it got extremely left, and then I think some extreme right concepts snuck in. When something go extreme, the other side kind of balance out with extreme. So what you're seeing is a lot of extremism going on. That's what I see. And I think most people just want to live, be able to raise their families, get a good job, and live their life. And when you got extreme ideas, over the last 5 years, I was messed up with the 101 genders, to tell you the truth. What? I mean, there was a lot of stuff that I didn't agree with, but hey, I don't practice it, and I don't teach that. I don't deal with that. But God bless you. Knock yourself out if that's what you want to do. Knock yourself out. But at the end of the day, I'm looking like I've been living my whole life. I didn't know until a couple years ago it was 101 genders or something like that. What? What is this? I heard 101 Dalmatians, right? But here we go. I don't know what this is. I ain't, everything is so extreme in 2025. We got to have I think we need a reset. I think we need a political reset. And it got to be people driven. It got to go back to people from the neighborhood that do the real work. Everything got to reset. They say the great reset is what the 1% want, the great reset, Well, it's enough of us that we can do our own reset, but you know what? A lot of y'all too botted out to even join the reset. What you got to do is clear everything out and start with people that are willing to do the work and start from ground zero. Because right now, everybody is too extreme, too far left, and it's too far right sometimes. I mean, I look at the whole spectrum and I be like, where's the balance? Well, the people is the balance. If we don't like something, if we truly don't like it, we can change it. That's what America, that's how we got here. People didn't like what was going on, and they said, you know what? We're going to change it. So now we got a bunch of people sitting around the house that don't like what's going on in America, but you ain't doing nothing. That's the problem. That's the real problem. It's the people. We just sitting back and taking what's being dished out. So sometimes I can't blame these agendas because they giving themselves a raise. They look, you think that they getting a raise and they ain't do nothing for you. No, their job was never to do nothing for you. Their job was they got a raise because they completed the agenda that had nothing to do with you. So they got paid. And you got your taxes raised. You got taxed out, you got stressed out, you got ticketed. I understand what I'm saying. So when you realize the joke is on you and get back to how America was built on people rising up when they felt that things wasn't right. All right, well, I'm out in the street, so if y'all ready to rise up, I'm going to see you on the block. All that talking and jaw-jacking, and all that talking out the side of your face, it ain't never worked. If we don't get to work, it ain't going to change, and if we don't show them when it's time to vote how we feel, then it's going to continue to happen. Hey, look, when we come back, we're at a Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
June 2022, southeast Wisconsin. A distracted driver killed 3 people, and in that single moment, it affected many more. The grandmother,
And my heart sank. Their lives are forever lost.
pastor,
That was the most difficult day of my entire ministry.
sister.
I lost my best friend.
Distracted driving affects everyone. Buckle up, phone down. Brought to you by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation.
Hey Milwaukee, are you ready to make your neighborhood shine? Join 1MKE's Neighborhood Task Force, where neighbors come together to build stronger, more connected communities in Washington Park, Washington Heights, Clark Square, and Walker's Point. Come share a meal and share your ideas and share your voice. This is your chance to shape the future of your neighborhood. Don't miss out. RSVP today on Eventbrite. Search 1MKE Neighborhood Task Force and join the movement to make Milwaukee stronger together. 1MKE, one voice, one community, one future.
So you telling me that you can make lobster tail and crab legs? It will still taste like a lobster tail and crab legs, but they vegan?
Let me tell you, and my customers can testify to this. I can make vegan chitlins.
Now, come on.
No.
I don't know what chitlins taste like because it's been about 40 years since I had them.
I love them.
But you can do that.
My best customers for my vegan chitlins are those people who still eat meat.
Download the new 1017 The Truth app now. Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 The Truth. Come in with straight truth.
Even the police department arguing over their little 12% that they want, and it's a shortage. Okay, I think at some point the people got to start using common sense. It ain't nothing personal. It's something that's community. That's it. And a lot of people try to deflect and make it personal. That's how you know they ain't doing nothing, because they try to make it personal. But really, it's about the conditions of the neighborhood, the conditions of the residents, the safety quality, the public safety ideas. Are we getting that? Are we using the taxpayers' dollars the best way we can to make a difference, to become a resource for everybody in the family to thrive? Is that happening? Yes or no? And if it's not, then you switch the coach. You get a different philosophy on the people. That's it. When times are tough, you need people to roll up their sleeves and get to work. When everything is working well, you sit back and you let it coast. You can't coast and things are bad.
Tune in to all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows all day, every day by downloading the Truth app. Milwaukee Black Talk.
I'm going to say something. I'm a conservative, as you know. I might not agree with you all the time, but even when I don't agree with you, you crack me up. And the other guy, he just pretends conservative all day. And you do make me think. But when you do better than anyone, you think on your feet.
Now that was a compliment coming from somebody who is as Trump-loving as he is, that can appreciate what we do here.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Packers sit atop the NFC with a 5-1-1 record. Running back Josh Jacobs says the offense is just getting started.
We still not even where we gonna be, which is crazy to say, playing how good we've been playing as a team, but we still got a lot out there for us.
Packers face the Carolina Panthers on Sunday at noon in Lambeau. No Giannis, no problem. Bucks win a huge game against Steph Curry and the Warriors last night, led by Ryan Rollins. Coach Doc Rivers on the performance.
He's just tough. You know, he's a tough kid, man. And we got a team full of, tough guys. Resilient maybe is a better word.
Bucks face the Sacramento Kings next on Saturday. Badger Volleyball takes on the #1 ranked team in the nation, Nebraska. That game begins tonight at 8 p.m. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by GP, Truth Nation Insider, in studio.
What it do?
GP. Before we get into the Pop Culture Report, I guess this is considered pop culture, but the Bucks beat the Warriors last night.
Yeah.
But we had a surprise player that everybody's raving about right now, the point guard.
I don't think it's a surprise anymore. He's had a really, really good stretch of games. Ryan Rollins, obviously, second-round draft pick, drafted to Atlanta, and I believe he got traded to the Warriors, which it kind of came down to being a revenge game for him. There was that extra motivation, but Giannis was a late scratch. You know, he has some knee kind of, I believe, knee tendonitis, which he usually does, you know, kind of throughout the season. But this is another signature win. Again, they beat the Knicks at home the other night. And this team is still trying to kind of find an identity. They've got a lot of new pieces, a lot of new players, and a lot of young players who haven't been in roles that they've been in before. But it looks like the Bucks have found a gem and hopefully a perennial, you know, kind of starting guard. And we've kind of struggled having guard problems, you know, ever since the days of Drew Holiday. And obviously Dame kind of came in and he was our de facto point guard, even though he really is a shooting guard. But it looks like this team has pieces that completely understand their role, and that they're willing to sacrifice their, you know, their talents or their offense to come together for the greater purpose. He looks good, and he's doing it in a variety of ways. He's shooting a three, he's passing the ball around as well, and he's doing it against, you know, players who are not slouches. Curry was his matchup last night. He gave Curry 30-something, and I think he hit like 4 or 5 threes as well. I mean, we're looking through the box score right now, but Ryan Rollins, 5 for 7 from 3, 32 total points in 36 minutes. 8 assists as well, which is a complete game.
Well, I'll say this. It's looking good because we didn't know what we were going to get this year, who was going to step up with Giannis. And I'm telling you, at the point guard position was the biggest question mark.
Yeah.
Is this the filler? Is this guy legit?
I don't think it's like at this point, I think he's a legit starting guard. Again, it's very early to kind of tell, but he's already gone head to head with some of the league's best. Again, he took on Brunson, gave Brunson 30 the other night. He took on Curry, gave Curry 30 last night. Who's to say that he can't necessarily be the best guard in the East this year? I'm going to take it there.
He got the makings of something.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He has a green light. There's not another backup point guard on this team. We'll see how his role kind of diminishes or what kind of role that they keep him in once Kevin Porter Jr. comes back. But there might be an avenue to kind of play him at the 1. They might be able to play KPJ at the 2, have AJ Green come off the bench, and then, you know, have some other guys kind of fill in around Giannis. But there's a lot of different things that they can do now, or that Doc can do with these lineups, because other guys are proving, you know, that they're serviceable when the star isn't there.
Well, to me, I feel like this was a surprise delight. You know, many times when you go play a team like the Warriors, Giannis is out. You may just be there just to, you know, see Curry shoot from the key.
Yeah.
But it was a surprise. It was a pleasant surprise win. Yeah. And I'll tell you this, if Rollins is being coached, they say Rajon Rondo, and I'm starting to hear that he's been working with him, giving him pointers, mentoring him, and maybe some of that is rubbing off. Rajon Rondo, one of the spectacular point guards in the league during his time, a championship point guard. So, like I said, maybe that's rubbing off on him, the mentality.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had, you know, teammates from our ESPN Milwaukee side. They kind of got the chance to interview Ryan Rollins as well during media day, and he talked about the work that he was kind of putting in, and that he didn't feel like he had necessarily hit his ceiling as an NBA player. You know, still a younger guy. Again, he was only drafted 3 years ago in 2022. So he's still trying to kind of carve out the next kind of 5 to 10 years of his career. But it looks like he's playing himself into a 4-year, 5-year kind of guaranteed deal. And hopefully, again, he ends up staying with the Bucks because...
Hey, look, like I said, if he keep putting up them numbers...
Yeah. The agent going to have a nice little checkbook to fill out. So.
And we made it... I had Milwaukee finishing in the top 3 due to injury.
Yeah.
Due to injury... You know, to Indiana, due to the Sixers having problems with their star players, due to Boston having some issues.
Right.
But if he continues to play like this, easily top 1 and 2.
No, absolutely. It could even be a top 3 team. Again,
Right.
a lot of people, earlier on in the season, the teams that were kind of picked ahead of not the Knicks, but ahead of the Bucks, those teams would have probably been the Cavs, the Knicks. I believe the Pistons were kind of in that conversation as well. They kind of took a big leap last year, but there's a lot of teams that are still kind of trying to carve out pieces and stuff like that. The Celtics are kind of on the wayside because they don't have Jason Tatum until God knows when. The Pacers aren't doing too well. Raptors aren't doing too well. And you got the Magic even, who were, kind of picked above the Bucks this season as well. I believe they're 1 in maybe 4 right now, and their only win is a win against the Hornets. They haven't beaten anybody worth noting. So who's to say again that this Bucks team can't secure home field or home court advantage throughout the playoffs like they did for most of the playoffs last year?
If they stay healthy.
That's the only thing right there. Again, availability is the best ability. So
and I didn't Kuzma. Every time I watch the Bucks, I wonder why Kuzma out there.
To throw a fit, just put a fit on.
Is he an athletic body or something? Like this guy is. I think that in my mind he's supposed to be better than what we're seeing. Like he's supposed to be at least 15 to 20 points. Like at least due to his athletic ability, due to what he was able to do, with the Lakers, you would think that okay, he don't have to even have a major role with the Bucks. He could just score a little off points here and there.
Yeah.
Probably get 15 points a night. I'm not seeing when I look at Kuzma. Sometimes I wonder what is he doing on the court.
It's tough because I don't want to rag on Kuzma.
I'm not ragging on him. I'm just talking about his numbers.
Yeah.
What I'm just talking about what he putting up right now.
It's tough. I got to be honest, because I got to go kind of back to last year when it happened. I remember we broke the news kind of live on air when they eventually traded away Chris Middleton, and I was super happy about the trade because I felt like Kuzma was a younger version of Chris Middleton. He can shoot it from mid range. He's a tall, lanky guy.
It ain't going in. The balls ain't going. It ain't dropping for.
But that's the thing. It feels like how in the Monstars when they lost their talent. That's kind of like what it feels like we watching when we see Kuzma play basketball. Like he just looks kind of lost and disheveled when he plays basketball, but he's a good veteran, so he's good to have in the locker room. You can't knock the championship experience that he has.
All I'm saying is Kuzma, if you listening, if y'all anybody that know Kuzma, that's listening to the Tory Lowe show, I thought that he was going to at least give us a solid 15. You don't have to be. He don't have to be nothing spectacular. But. What did he score? How many points he had last in the Warriors game?
He had 10. He shot 40% from the field.
10, and then
crazy.
The night before that, all right, come on now.
Hopefully we get a little bit more out of him.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll give him a little bit of grace. Again, he got traded midseason last year, so he didn't have the entire kind of season to get that chemistry and that familiarity with the team. Maybe he's just going through a rough patch early on in the year, and he'll become the role player or the dependent. We'll be able to depend on him later in the year.
We need some juice out of him. Other than that, every time I see him get on the court, I'll be like, here we go.
Hey,
every time he grabbed the ball, I'd be like, man, that's
his minutes will be Torian Prince's minutes.
I feel like he's just not living up to the potential.
I don't even know what the potential is for him anymore.
I told
feel like he hit that ceiling already.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Hey, it's tough out here. But go Bucks.
Here
go
we
Ryan
go. Yeah, come on, let's go. Let's get it. Ryan Rollins.
Everybody else will carry the weight that Kuzma can't pick up right now. But we'll see what happens with the Bucks. It's a good team.
It sounds like you like Kuzma.
I'm trying to be positive. It's Friday. Good vibes, good energy.
Okay.
It's early in the season.
Here we go. What else out here going on in these pop culture streets?
So NLE Choppa.
Here we go.
He took aim at NBA YoungBoy again. For those who have been paying attention, kind of in the media space, but NBA YoungBoy has been on a USA-wide tour for the last couple of months, and NLE Choppa kind of surprised everybody and dropped a diss track called KO, which was a sample, obviously, of Tupac's "Hit 'Em Up." And the music video is crazy creative. There's references, or I guess there's notes to kind of Michael Jackson and Thriller. There's also, I've seen where NLE Choppa's kind of in a red jean suit with a death row chain. There's a video or there's a part where it ends and he's kind of carrying a head as I guess a representation of him killing NLE Choppa or kind of putting him to bed. And then the lyrics from some of these parts kind of read, there's one excerpt, "Young boy, what? This is the big boy league. I put one up in your gut under the Jesus piece. Last thing I heard was Jesus, please. Had me looking at the devil like, is this your king?" And it goes on and on.
Wasn't NLE Choppa the one that was walking around with the collars around people's necks a while back?
Sukihana, yeah. A lot of people said that in the comments. He was walking around with Sukihana.
Wasn't he the one that just was out here talking about crash me out, or I can't say it on the radio or whatever. It ain't Crash. It's something else. But he got his biggest record is a crossover record.
Right.
And that wasn't even his style when he did that. And he's starting to wear weird fashion. I think he don't know where to find himself. I think he's trying to take a shot at NBA YoungBoy because NBA YoungBoy is the biggest artist of this generation.
And which is crazy.
I'm talking about it when it comes to rap with these young people.
Yeah, it's crazy. NBA YoungBoy, for someone, again, we talk about marketing all the time and kind of how people position themselves as artists and in the media. NBA YoungBoy has absolutely done nothing to garner the attention that he has. He just has a cult following for some reason.
But he started on YouTube. He was not an industry guy.
That's the thing. He's not a very public person at all.
He was only on YouTube, and he caught on YouTube, and he built his he's built his following up off of YouTube, and now he's starting to come into the mainstream and bring that out to the public. And I think Birdman is his handler. I would say that Birdman is now guiding him through the mainstream ideas as far as him touring. But at the end of the day, this beef, I don't know what to say about it. I thought the video was extremely artsy, but I couldn't follow maybe the hidden meanings. Maybe I'm out the loop with what's going on, but I think every scene that he put in there has something to do with the nature of NBA YoungBoy and some things probably that I may not understand that I'm going to have to wait for one of them YouTube videos to come and decode
a little breakdown and decode. Yeah. I think it's a very one-sided beef right now, obviously, because the first shot was only fired less than 24 hours ago. NBA YoungBoy is on tour. We'll see if he has time to respond. But the funniest part about this as well is the only person that has commented to this day or to this time, NBA YoungBoy's mother kind of, threw some shots out there on Instagram, kind of told him, how can you hate from outside of the arena? You can't even fill one up.
Right.
And then NLE's own baby mama even took kind of NBA's side, which is even crazier at that point.
What?
So she tweeted some stuff out basically saying, like, how you going to be worried about another man and you're not worried about your kid and your baby mother at home?
Here we go.
You know how that go. But we'll see if NBA YoungBoy kind of decides to fire back. I don't think he will because that's not his lane. But we'll definitely see a live video of some more
NLE
reaction.
Chopper got an identity crisis.
I think he's just trying
He don't even know where he's shaping his. One day he vegan and all of this and holistic, and then the next he want to beef. I don't know.
Yeah, he's a very, very artsy guy. He's creative. Again, the video was very not skeptical. I'm trying to think of the right word, but kind of there's a lot of hidden meanings, a lot of kind of imagery and things that are kind of thrown at you. So we'll see if NBA YoungBoy decides to fire back. If not, so be it. But hopefully NLE Chopper kind of keeps on whatever.
I would just finish my tour and keep it moving.
And that's how he should. That's probably how he should treat it.
All right. When we come back, we'll have more Pop Culture Report with GP. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Need a way to hype up your day?
This is Lorenzo.
Lorenzo, you just won $5,000!
What would you do with $5,000?
That's sweet for a couple months.
Yes!
There you go.
Yes. That just made me happy.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
Can we hold something?
Y'all holler back at y'all.
I got money now.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We believe that self-care isn't selfish. I'm Maddie from Sweet Talks, a women-owned and operated medical spa fostering self-love and confidence. We believe that beauty is about feeling empowered from within, and it's truly a passion for our team at Sweet Talks. Your goals are our goals. Our services go beyond injectables, including facials, lasers, medical weight loss, hormone therapy, and more. There's even a cafe, complimentary to all patients. Get started today at Sweet Talks in Menominee Falls. Learn more at sweettalks.com.
Truth Nation, you have to be there on Saturday, November 1st at Destiny Youth Plaza near North 76 and West Good Hope Road. Join Mayor Cavalier Johnson for the Milwaukee Fatherhood Summit happening from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's the one-stop shop resource fair connecting families with job opportunities, child support assistance, health education, vaccinations, and screenings, financial empowerment and credit repair support, legal assistance, all in one place. You can't beat that. Bring your teams to explore internships, job readiness, and mentoring opportunities that build their future. Register early. Don't wait. Everyone is welcome. Visit Milwaukee.gov/fatherhood to sign up as a participant, a vendor, or volunteer. That is Milwaukee.gov/fatherhood. For more information, call 414-286-0222. That is the Milwaukee Fatherhood Summit on Saturday, November 1st from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Destiny Youth Plaza near North 76 and West Good Hope Road.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
.101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. We got Pop Culture Report news from GP, Truth Nation Insider, in studio.
What it do?
GP, what else is going on out here in these pop culture streets?
So I know we say this is the Pop Culture Report, right? We kind of try to give everybody news from whether it's hip-hop, fashion, politics, or anything like that. But in the spirit of today's holiday, I just want to keep things simple while I'm here with you. And so I wanted to talk to you about a definitive ranking of the best and worst Halloween candy of all time. And so this kind of poll that I stumbled across, I guess, by Delish, where they basically did a study. I'm assuming that they had some editors kind of try some candy out and kind of figure out what exactly that they thought were the best 10 or best 30 candies of all time. And so we can kind of just start with the top 10, but I'll start with you, actually. I'll ask you, what do you have in your top 5? Like, if you had to list a Mount Rushmore of candy, in all of the years that you've gone
like if I went trick-or-treating, what kind of candies I would want?
Like if you, let's say, on your deathbed, right? If there's 5 candies that I could bring to you before you die.
All right.
What would you want?
And this is breaking all the rules because I'm supposed to be trying to be more nutritious. Okay, I'm supposed to be trying to be more nutritious.
A little Snickers here,
but give me a Snicker because I think the Snickers, the Twix,
okay,
a Reese cup,
okay,
and how many more I got left?
You got 2 more. You got 2 more.
Give me a Butterfinger.
Oh my! So you lost me. You got one more.
I mean, what's that? A Butterfinger? Yeah, Butterfinger. Give me a Butterfinger.
Okay, you got one more candy.
And then
you like chocolate. You love chocolate.
Yeah, I'm the chocolate. I do not like the other stuff.
No, Andrew like chocolate too. He'll tell you about it.
I'm a chocolate person. So and then for the last one. Maybe some Hershey Kisses or something like that.
Okay, all right. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that top 5. So I'll read the top 10, and then we'll kind of let everybody in the chat debate. So if you're listening live on air or if you're in the YouTube chat, drop your top 3 candies. We'll kind of debate. I'd like to go back and forth with everybody in chat, but in no specific order. There's Twix, Starburst.
I said Twix.
Twix, Starburst, Trolley Sour Bite Crawlers. There's M&M's, which I'm surprised you kind of forgot.
Okay.
There's Reese's Take 5, Butterfinger, which I guess Reese's is kind of the same thing.
I said Butterfinger.
There's Baby Ruth and Snickers, Skittles, Reese's, and then number 1 is Nerds Gummy Clusters for some odd reason. I don't know why
never had those.
One. You've never had those?
Nerds Gummy Clusters?
It's basically the same thing as Nerds, but it's like wrapped in like some kind of gel or whatever. But if I had to list my top 5 would be Kit Kat.
Okay.
I got Mr. Goodbar.
Okay.
I got Skittles. I'm going to go Lifesavers Gummies. And then I'll probably go Goobers. I don't know if you know what Goobers are. Probably.
Goobers. I don't even know what a goober is.
It's basically like a chocolate. It's like a peanut ball, like kind of wrapped in chocolate or whatever. But for those people who are kind of listening to the chat, see you killing me right now. But no, it's crazy again in the spirit of Halloween. Again, a lot of people kind of pick through and kind of list what their favorite candies are. But there's a lot of candies that I believe people like that kind of also ended up on the back end of this list. And basically kind of candy that people say are for old people. So like way in the back of this list are Tootsie Rolls, Almond Joy, They got Dots and then Good and Plenty, which I don't even know what Good and Plenties are.
I don't know what that is either.
It says licorice candy. I don't know.
But I know a lot of people like the Twizzlers and the gummy type candies too.
I can't stand licorice candy.
I do not like anything. I like the chocolate candies, but I do not like the other candies that the outside of the chocolate candies. I just would like the jelly beans, like the stuff that got licorice, all that stuff in there. I don't know.
No, I don't know. This hot tamales are also way up on this list as well too, which are kind of confusing me. I like hot tamales, but that's like a random candy. I don't even know. You know what hot tamales are, Andrew?
Hot tamales.
They're a little bit different in Texas, but yeah, no, it's like a spicy candy.
It's basically like, think about it, it's like Fireball if Fireball was a candy. That's like the best way I can kind of explain hot tamales. No, is that not crazy?
It's cinnamon.
Exactly. That's kind of what it got, the same kind of kick, don't it? It's the same kind of kick. And then another one that I'm surprised is way up on the list. Smarties are 26 out of these 38 that kind of have. And there's a bunch of other random ones too on this list. There's Airheads, there's Laffy Taffy. There's Heath, which I don't even know what Heath is. There's a bunch. Oh, Junior Mints is also outside the top 20. So,
wow.
I don't like Junior Mints though. Junior Mints are terrible. That's like a serial killer candy.
You know what? When I don't like when they give you those suckers, a lot of those suckers and a lot of those like those circle candies that be like a.
Those are the Smarties. I think those are the Smarties, like the little tablets.
Yeah, I'm give me.
I like those. Those are kind of my favorite. Those are my favorite candies to kind of get when I was younger.
If it ain't got no chocolate on it and covered in caramel and nothing like that, I don't want it.
I'm saying, Not Really a Silly Girl says Twix, Snickers, and Lemon Heads. Lemon Heads are kind of slept on.
I like Lemon Heads.
I can't do them. It's too tart for me. I don't need, I'm very much so like more a savory person. Like I need chocolate. I'm not even gonna say the next word because I know he was waiting to hit the pause button. But I like chocolate a lot as well as you. But I need some kind of variety when I'm kind of trick or treating and kind of with snacks. And like, how old is too old to go trick or treating? I think that's another question we kind of.
Well, you can't be like. Trick or treating is definitely for kids.
You think so?
Yeah, but what you can't do is go get a kid and go half on the candy after you take them trick or treating because they need an adult to go with them.
That's what I would do if I had a son or a little daughter and we go out trick or treating or whatever. Half of what you got is mine. You're not even supposed to be eating this yesterday.
Well, some of the adults when I was coming up, we would go trick or treating and we had to watch out for people that was going bag snatching.
That's a thing?
It was called bag snatching. People was going around. You would get your little candy. You'd be happy. And next thing you know, you walking down the street and somebody with some of the older kids that felt like they was too big to go trick or treating. They would run past and snatch your bag.
That's crazy. I never seen nothing like that. No, I remember like growing up, especially in Harlem too as well. We had a lot of people that would kind of just leave the candy outside the door because kids would obviously go
just get it themselves.
Yeah, door to door in the apartment. And so it got kind of times where like it was late at night and we know nobody else was coming. We'd just take the whole bucket home.
Oh wow!
And just kind of just ride off into the sunset. Or like a lot of people would kind of repurpose the candy. I had a lot of friends that would basically collect candy and they would sell it the next day in school.
Well,
he was just hustling.
I want to get this one statistic that I seen the other day.
Okay.
And I want to ask you this question before we get done with the pop culture report.
Okay.
According to Zip Health, 71% of employees feel more productive after having morning activities with their partner. 70% get more done. The workers say they get more done, and over half say they feel more confident. 1 in 5 even reported getting a promotion, and 51% saw a salary increase.
I feel like that's the worst time to get busy.
This is what they said when it's time for morning busyness. When you get up in the morning, and they say if you get it in the morning, you have a healthy mentality when you go to work.
I'm not a morning person in more than one way. I can't do that because what was last night is not in the morning.
So you in the 29%?
Nah, breath stinking, hair all over no.
Damn.
Get that out of here. I'm ready to go take on the world. I'm not ready to. Nah.
What you mean?
Not in the morning.
So you a late night person?
12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, sweet spot.
What do you mean, 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
That's after club hours.
Like right after bar.
Here we go.
It's almost bar close. It ain't too late. It's to the point where it's like you're not tired enough, but you're a little tired. So like you kind of got to think about it a little more.
Okay.
In the morning, I want breakfast. I'm not thinking about getting down and throwing down. I'm not.
Wait a minute. So Andrew, you don't think that morning activities help you be productive during the day?
Oh, 100% they do.
Okay, so he get an energy boost from it.
I feel nasty after some time.
What?
Because
what are you doing?
It's a barbaric act. Come on, let's be real.
You're crazy.
Oh wow.
I'm just keeping it 100. That's the last thing on my mind when I wake up in the morning. I'm thinking about flossing and brushing my teeth.
Well, Kawan in the chat says she speak to people you normally don't speak to, be smiling all day. See, productive. A lot of people, this is what they say. 71% of employees feel like after morning activities, they get a boost. They go to work with confidence. They got raises. 51% even reported increase in salary.
I'll do a case study and then I'll get back to y'all. How about that?
We go find out. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we got guests. Stay tapped in.
Milwaukee Panthers basketball is back. On Monday night, the Milwaukee Panthers welcome in the Hampton University Pirates to UWM Arena.
Saves with 2, Stillwell with 1. Baseline leaner is good. They used every ounce of the shot clock, and Jermichael Stillwell finished it off inside.
Scott Warris has the coverage Saturday starting at 6:30 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 7 o'clock.
Truth Nation, it's time to elevate the conversation at our second annual Truth Summit happening Saturday, November 15th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Thrive on King. This free in-person roundtable dives deep into Milwaukee's most pressing issues, from bridging the healthcare divide to rebuilding our educational pipeline. Join me, Dr. Ken Harris, and expert guests for powerful insights and lively debate you won't hear anywhere else. Reserve your spot at 1017thetruth.com. Sponsored by 1MKE and Thrive on King.
Tracy, going back to the process, and as it relates specifically to the partnership that Old National Bank has with Housing Resource, what does the process consist of when coming through this program?
It's a referral process. We work with clients that first-time homeowners that may not have the counseling that they need. They may not have the equity, the down payment that they need. So we refer them to our partners like HRI or Housing Resources, Inc., because we recognize that those organizations, they have the resources, they have the tutorial documentation and all of those things that are necessary for first-time homeowners that don't know the process, may not know the system, may not know what's required for home ownership. So working with Housing Resources, Inc. and other partnerships that we have like through WIDA has been very, very advantageous, not only for us, but also the organizations, but also for the community.
Where strong voices meet strong opinions.
Tell your kids who were supposed to be the 7th generation that Paw Paw's an idiot because Paw Paw decided he wanted to be Make America Great, but meanwhile, the Chinese ain't buying soybeans from us no more because of policies Donald Trump put in, and they voted for us. I don't know what we're gonna do. I know what you should have did. You should have voted for somebody that wasn't gonna put tariffs out there. I love God, but God can't save you from nonsense. You don't deserve a bailout. You can't sit here and vote one way, and then when your economy gets decimated, your way of life gets destroyed, you want to pray to God? God didn't tell you to go to that poll and vote against your own best interest. That was your own damn problem. That was you. But don't ask for prayer when you block your own blessing. That's why I don't feel bad for these farmers. You voted for this, and now you reap what you sow.
Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace, every weekday from 12 to 1. Streaming live on YouTube and on 101.7 The Truth. You are listening to the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And we got guests. We got a guest. I've been trying to get this man on the show for a couple years now, and we finally got him on. Melvin James from 414 Spotlight, Video Spotlight in Milwaukee, longtime video host and entrepreneur in studio today. How you doing, Melvin?
Man, I feel good. I finally made it. How you doing, Tory?
Hey, look, you buxed up?
Man, oh yeah. And when they won yesterday, I said, you know what? I got to put this on. Put this on today.
We talking about the Rollins point guard that scored 30-some points.
Man,
I hope he keep it up.
Man, I know, right? So I didn't know he used to play for Golden State.
Yeah.
That's why he went off
you
like that.
You think it was the revenge game?
Yeah, you know how they do it.
I'm going to show you that even though you looked me over, I was powerful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know some people got to act.
Yeah. So, I'm putting him up tonight.
Well, I'm happy that you're here because we always talk about culture.
Yeah.
We talk about artists. We talk about entertainment.
Yeah.
You can't do all of that without Melvin James.
Right.
Well, because you done met some of every artist.
Everybody. All of them. Before they got big, some of their first songs and all that. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And for those that don't know, Melvin James has a show, 414 Video Spotlight on TV.
That's right. Channel 24.
Channel 24, and it comes on late at night on Saturday.
Every Saturday night, yep. Channel 24 at midnight.
And you have been dealing with artists for years.
13. Last one made 13 years.
And helping marketing the artists as well.
All that. Yeah.
You've been doing this so long.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You didn't see the culture change into what it is today, which is now where artists are now worldwide names.
That's right.
They're creating their own lanes now from the city of Milwaukee. But many times they got their first chance on 414 Spotlight to put their video and show their mama that they was doing something out here.
Hey, the comedians too now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, them too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And so how has the journey been with you? Like, you started out, okay, I'm finna start this outlet for Milwaukee artists where nobody was really paying attention. TikTok wasn't around popular like that. Yeah. Facebook was all right. I mean, people would be making posts on Facebook. Instagram was starting to, come into play. But 414 Video Spotlight, everybody was tuning in Saturday night at 12 o'clock. They was telling their family that, hey, look, I got my video. This was probably one of the only places in Milwaukee to present your video so it can be on TV so you could get the family together and say, look at what I'm doing, That's powerful.
It is, man. It is. But before that, when I used to be an artist, it wasn't nothing like that around. Mm-hmm. So when I came up with the idea, man, it was just awesome. Just so you know, I started on Ion first.
Okay.
We was on Ion around 2000 and maybe 12 early at 9 a.m. It was on for a half hour. Then I was there for a year. Then I moved to 24.
Well, the cool thing about it is I even had my videos on there, and I even interviewed on there when I was doing No Justice, No Peace, things like that. You would always play the videos, and to me, you were at the time the only space where when you got a video, you could upload it to YouTube, but Milwaukee artists wasn't getting a lot of traction off YouTube.
Right.
So when your show came on, people in the county jail was watching it.
Oh, yeah.
Families would gather around the TV to stay up. They was out partying, hanging out. They would stop to watch the Video Spotlight because a lot of local artists were invested in their careers. You help a lot of artists get billboards.
All that.
I mean, you was doing a lot of work to try to promote and market these artists. Even my crazy brother, one of my brothers, Wiggles. Woo. Yeah. He was going nuts on 414 Spotlight.
That's one of my favorites. You know why? Because he creative.
Right.
He didn't talk the same stuff everybody talk. Everybody talking about the girls and all this stuff. When he did that one video, the Ike song.
With the Ike?
Man, I loved it.
Oh, wow.
And I'm serious. I look for different stuff. And when he sent me that video, I said, oh, yeah, now this is different. I loved it. One of my favorite videos, man.
Look, I'll tell you this. A lot of people, if they haven't told you that we're thankful that you provided the outlet, and you didn't even have to do it, you know what I mean? But you were driven, you were dedicated, and now it's going on 13 years.
13 years.
And it's still going.
It's still going.
And I still see the billboards up with the artists.
Yeah, still be doing them.
I mean, some of these artists would have never thought that they could get a billboard.
I made it affordable for everybody. Right. Instead of me being out there by myself, I said, well, if I blend in with the artists, now you got 10 people promoting the billboard.
Right.
Not just me. So
that was genius.
That's how I set that
Because
up.
I think that many times people wonder, where do I go to get my music heard, or where do I go to find out how to market myself?
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people use social media more now, but I think that when you started, before it was always social, TikTok, before they first, TikTok was Musically during that time. It wasn't even a thing when you was allowing these people to have the opportunity.
13 years ago, that's a while ago, man. Yeah. When I meet like some of the older guys like Cuckoo Kyle, they were like, man, where was you at, when I first started?
Right. But you came from that generation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Growing up with Cuckoo Kyle and Baby Drew.
All them. Yeah.
And you were an artist at one point.
Way before that. I'm talking 98.
Hold on, wait a minute. What was your rap name?
It was just MJ.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And when you talk about how 13 years have passed, what do you see now that you didn't see at the beginning that's happening with the artists?
Creativity. It's more creativity now with the music videos. Before it was a lot of just standing around in the living room. Now, the more that the AI stuff is really switching things around with the AI video. People being more.
You playing AI videos now?
Yeah. Guys got AI videos.
Oh, wow.
Man, and they slick. Steve White. Steve White got a nice one. Yeah, Steve White to take pictures?
Yeah, to take pictures. He's an artist as well.
Man, Steve Cole.
Right.
Everybody think he just take pictures.
But that's how I met him. He was taking pictures. But
oh no.
But the thing is, we got a lot of talent in the city.
Man, listen, a lot. I remember all of them started. From the Little Chickens to the Steve the Stoners to Destiny Lands. I remember their first videos. Munch Lawrence. I remember their first stuff. Yeah.
What artists have stayed consistent over the 13 years that is now continuing to go as strong as they have over the years? Who's sticking out the most now? Yo, top five. We asked for the top five last time. You called in for the top five.
I'm gonna go with Destiny Land.
Okay.
B Justice.
Okay.
B Justice is he's classic.
Is he still living in Milwaukee?
Yes,
B Justice. Okay, that's what's up.
B Justice got it. He don't get the recognition because he ain't no hood rapper. And everybody like all the hood stuff. But nah, B Justice, man, you pull up on the video set with him, man, you think you at a T.I. video or something because he got the whole set. Makeup person, everything. He ain't anybody that's coming up with no camera. He really puts money behind his video. So I'll go with B Justice, Destiny Land. Steve the Stoner is one of my favorites. See, everybody looking at Steve the Stoner, the dancer. The boy can rap.
Right.
He make really good music. What's that? 3? Munch Lawrence.
Okay.
Munch Lawrence, he been around pretty much since day one. My son put me up on him. And he's been around. I'm gonna throw one more in there, man. Man, let me see who I got. I'm gonna say Chicken now. Before it wasn't Chicken.
Okay, so Chicken right now.
Because I just kind of caught up on Chicken. I knew who he was at the beginning, but I could never play none of his video because it was always dirty.
Right.
So I never listened to him. But now I say, you know what? Let me take some time on the Chicken. And I say, you know what? I had to add him to my list.
That's what's up.
And that's recently. I just added him.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you this. Salute to all of the young artists that are coming up now, but there is a group of artists that have been grinding for a long time, and they just now getting to the point where they're starting to make money.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear Big Frank on that list.
Yeah. I haven't heard a lot of Big Frank music.
Okay.
But Big Frank, I love watching him. I love watching Big Frank. Anytime he pops on, I need to see it because he's really entertaining. I haven't, maybe just 1 or 2 songs of Big Frank. I just see him still doing the dance everywhere.
Right.
But like listen to the music, I haven't heard much of Big Frank.
It seems like Milwaukee is starting to have a dance culture, and a music culture, kind of like the early New York wave, where it was a dance culture and a rap culture coming out, where it was starting to take over, and the world was starting to watch what we call breakdancing out of New York. But I don't even know. I think it's called banging. I think what we
Something
do
like
is
that,
it's called banging.
Yeah.
But I think it's unique to Milwaukee, and now you see a lot of people like going along with the music and the dance at the same time. Kind of like when I was watching like Electric Boogaloo, and stuff like that. Like, and I would see like, okay, these rappers had dance routines to the music. You see now with Big Frank and JP, and even with Steve the Stoner and Maya P, that they coming with the dances with the music.
Yeah. See, you got to bring attention to yourself because everybody rapping. So how can you get more people to listen to your music? you got to draw attention to yourself. So the dancing is the way to go.
Right.
Especially if you know how to dance.
I don't even think that these are traditional dances. Not from coming out of Milwaukee.
No.
I think that this is something that evolved right here in the city.
Yeah.
And I think when I was about 10 years ago, I was introduced to the concept of banging.
Yeah.
And I think Munch was kind of like
they still
in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the young kids that are now turning into young adults.
Right.
That was a part of the culture here. And now it's like you can't go nowhere without seeing somebody doing a version of banging.
Yeah. Me and Munch, we used to have parties at my studio with kids. And, man, when them kids used to come, that's it. They form their circle, and they would get off. And I used to sit there like, man, I love it. It's entertaining. It's fun. I'm just trying to give them something to do, man. So that used to be fun. We used to do that, me and Munch.
Well, when we come back, they just had the No Limit Cash Money versus.
Yeah.
And you was there.
Yes, sir.
Looking. Watching.
Yeah.
History.
Yeah. Oh, listen, I was there. Yeah, I was there.
I want to talk about your experience of watching the versus Cash Money versus No Limit, and I want to get your opinion of who you think won.
Okay.
Hey, look, when we come back, we got Melvin James in studio, 414 Spotlight in the building. Stay locked in.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tune into The Truth this Saturday at 11:30 a.m. for another episode of 4 Together for Kids, presented by City 4 Collective and hosted by myself, Kyle Wallace, and Colestin Morgan Jr., Executive Director at City 4 Collective. We'll be joined by Jody Weber, CEO of Seeds of Health, a public charter school system which operates 5 schools inside the city of Milwaukee. We will discuss how every high school senior enrolls in a pathway program at MATC to prepare for their journey after high school. Again, that's 4 Together for Kids this Saturday at 11:30 a.m. and Sunday at 2:30 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 60 months. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella Windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 10/31 of 2025.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you can save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Don't let a trade-in get in the way of the phone you want. Now you can get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in required, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
Join Marketplace Wisconsin on December 10th and 11th, where contract-ready small businesses meet buyers, partners, and mentors. Register now at marketplacewisconsin.com. That's marketplacewisconsin.com.
Seriously injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Melvin James from 414 Spotlight, Video Spotlight, every Saturday night at 12 o'clock on My 24 in studio, 13 years in the game.
Let's get it.
It's powerful to see you in the studio today because I remember when I was a guest on 414 Spotlight and I was out here talking about police brutality and I put No Justice, No Peace on the Video Spotlight. And a lot of people at that time, you know, if you really wanted to make an impact, you had to go to 414 Spotlight because you was the one that was allowing people to express their art on the TV. Mm-hmm. And many times people will be like, oh, Tory, I seen your video. You know, a lot of people, a lot of families, a lot of artists was able to do a lot of great things because you would mentor them as well.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You know, Tory, also businesses too. I made it affordable for the small businesses to get the commercial loan to get more views. You know what I'm saying? Going there, interviewing them, all that.
The commercial side.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You definitely was one of those people that was hustling to make sure that not only you would be an example of what to do, that you were showing a lot of the artists how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when I came home, a lot of the performances, it wasn't right. It wasn't organized. It wasn't structured. But you provided a platform for a lot of the young artists to come in and get their situation structured to where it's presentable to the public.
That's right. You know, a lot of them was coming with all the dirty videos, the guns and the marijuana, all that. I said, man, you know, make your video where everybody want to look at it. Mm-hmm. You know, I said, I got kids. They want to watch my show, but I'm not going to play that. Even though I can play some of that stuff, I don't want it in my show. It's certain curse words you can use on Channel 24 that they allow. I don't allow it. It's certain stuff like, you know, you can smoke weed on TV. I don't allow it. Mm-hmm. You know, I want my show clean for everybody. And I started teaching them it, you know, and it made sense.
You went to the No Limit.
Yeah.
Cash Money Battle. First of all, how you get a ticket? You just...
My wife, she went online to buy the ticket.
Okay, so...
We flew out to Vegas.
Y'all flew out to Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean, was it everything you thought it would be?
No.
Okay, here we go. Well, can you tell us what happened?
All right, we get dropped off at the Uber at the front door. You know, we got our ticket on the phone, right? Get to the front door. We got redirected to go around to the building to get a bracelet. Well, it's about 4,000 people standing outside.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so people like, man, we've been out here for an hour and a half. So about time we do all that, go get the bracelet, walk all the way back around, get in the building. Tons. This place is huge. It's like, man, it's just huge.
How many people could fit in there?
I don't know, Tory.
How many people came?
They said about 30,000.
30,000 people came to the verse?
Damn. That's what they said.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So when we finally get in there, we waiting around. When we got in there, what's the name just came on? The Clips. They had some opening acts. The Clips came on. When they got off, another group came on. They got off. Another group came on. They got off. Okay, I'm like, man, it's like 9 o'clock now. Make a long story short, I missed it.
Hold on.
I missed the verses. Yeah.
What?
I missed the verses story.
Hold on.
I did not see it live. You know why? I got held up outside going to get that bracelet. But in the midst of me buying our ticket, it didn't say anything about we had to get bracelets. I'm going to the door with my phone like, hey, scan me.
Right.
They said, nope, you got to go all the way around to get you a bracelet. Like I said, it was like 4,000 people out there. So when y'all saw it on TV and it looked dead,
you was in line.
I was in line. So when y'all saw it on TV, Tory,
what?
Bruh. And it looked that live, that's why. We all outside with our soldier gears on, ready. So about 9 o'clock, it's a Mexican guy on stage. He's rapping in Spanish. But it's about 20,000 black people standing around, laying on the floor, waiting on the verses. We didn't even know we missed it. Think about it.
Are you serious?
If I had knew I missed a show, I wouldn't be in there till 9 o'clock. And this is a standing room show. There wasn't no seats. Hey, man, I'm fit.
Did y'all get y'all money back?
No.
Wait a minute. So you can't even see the verses.
First of all,
you waiting around and they. How many people out there with you? Like thousands?
Thousands. Listen,
wow.
Thousands of people missed the show. Thousands. So like I said, anytime you have a concert, when in the history of concert, the main act come on first? They had openers. Well, the verses came on first. Then everybody just came on after.
Wait a minute.
them.
So the verses, what you mean? Well, it's verses, so you want to... I didn't even hear any promotion of opening acts and nothing like that.
That wasn't for y'all, for the internet.
Okay.
That was for, I guess, to sell more tickets. Because, like I said, when we got in there, the Eclipse was coming on. They was on for about 45 minutes. Then some other Mexican guy came on. And after that, then somebody else came on.
After the Versus was over?
Yeah. But at this time, like I said, I didn't know it was over. We still waiting around. We all excited.
So you get in there, you see the clips, you see all of these people performing.
And by now, it's
and
9
nobody
o'clock.
said, hey, they already did it
And
already.
what really
They
was
already
crazy,
performed
they were
already.
promoting the Versus still on the screens. Like, okay, like they was coming up still.
Oh, no.
Man, I was hot.
So when did you finally see the Versus? You had to go look on YouTube.
That's right. So here I'm in my hotel looking at the Versus on YouTube.
After all of that?
After all that, Tory. Flew out there from Milwaukee, got a hotel, the whole nine.
Dressed up like you was born to be a soldier.
Man, you should see my pictures online. I mean, we was ready.
Wow.
So I didn't see the Versus in person, but we went, and we missed it. Not just me, thousands of
Do you
people
got
missed it.
video of people? Did you ever get your phone out and kind of look?
A little bit. But like I said, that was from the video from the clips. I'm like, okay, well, they got the clips. I'm
Right.
thinking, they open the act. That's what I was thinking. I never went to a concert where the main act come on first. So say like a Snoop Dogg come, and we got Munch Lawrence open it up. We got so-and-so open it up. But Snoop come on first.
And then bounce.
Then everybody just come on after him. That's what they did. So it was some people from Milwaukee that we saw missed it. Manny, DJ Manny. I saw DJ Manny. He missed the show too. We was like, man, what the hell? So yeah.
Hey, yeah, because when you watched it live, it didn't look dead. It looked
That's
like nobody
why
wasn't. It looked like the people that was in there didn't even know what the music was.
Tory, the people that was there to see the Versus, half of us missed it because we got stuck outside getting bracelets. Okay, the show started at 5 o'clock. Okay, if you pulled up at 4:30, that's enough time to get in, scan my ticket, and get searched. I was right at the door. If they had to let me in, you would have made it. I'd have been fine. But I got redirected and had to walk about a block and a half around to the building. And when we got back there, the line was long. Wow. So many people was back there. And then when we all got in there, we got in the show, we waiting around. We didn't. No one said that came on.
So when you saw it on the phone, because now you finally watched it.
When I got back to the hotel.
You got back to the hotel, you upset, obviously.
Yeah.
And so you pull up the YouTube. You finally say, okay, let me watch this.
I finally watched it. Yeah.
What did you think?
I mean, I was mad that I missed the show, but I am a No Limit fan, period. If you ask me who my favorite group was, it's going to be No Limit, hands down. Don't talk to me about nobody else.
Not Cash Money?
Nope. I'm a Master P, that's it. There's nobody but Master P to me. I ain't talking about he's the best rapper. I just like his whole style, period.
Okay.
So I was ready. So, but check this out. So when I get back home and all that, I started putting it online. What happened? I ended up talking to Silk the Soccer road manager.
So Silk the Shocker road manager contacted you?
Nope, I contacted them and let them know what happened. They was like, what? I said, that's why the crowd was so dead, y'all. They didn't even know. They didn't know all these people got held up outside.
Okay, so ain't no refunds or nothing?
Nope.
Because by the time you got in there, you did watch some of the
Yes, I watched some, yeah.
That wasn't advertised.
Right.
So you got some of your money's worth.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see what I wanted to see. Yeah. I mean, the ticket was only $150. It's still money, but it was $150 each, which wasn't too bad. But
what did Silk the Shocker road manager say to you?
He was just like, wow. And so he shared the information on to, I guess my Master P and them. He was like, everybody was like, wow. He was like that. I said, man, listen, it was power. I said, man, if y'all wanted to know why the crowd was so weak, we were outside.
Well, they should have came on your show after that.
Right?
You should have got a guest from No Limit to come on the show and do a little performance or something.
He let me know they're going on tour.
Okay.
So he said, man, listen, when we go on tour, hit me up, and I'll see what I can do for you. So.
All right. So do I dare to ask you who won the Versus?
No Limit.
Okay, because
man, listen,
Juvenile,
I love Juvenile.
Was working all night. He come through the city all the time.
All the time. I love Juvenile, and they did. And he did great.
Salute to Core DJ Kel.
Yeah, I met Juvenile through him.
Right.
Yeah, I did.
He always come here.
Yeah, always. Yeah.
Okay, well,
but No Limit did it, man. I mean, they was ready, man. Hey, man, they was just ready.
Yeah. When you talk about performance, like, because we talked about the performance, when you talk about Cash Money and No Limit, it seemed like No Limit had a better stage presence
That's right.
And it seemed like Cash Money was just using Juvenile. They based everything around Juvenile, which we like Juvenile.
Yeah.
But I thought if Lil Wayne had been there,
it would have been better.
Some of his catalog would have helped.
Yeah.
And then I don't even know what BG, because I think BG had like one song that everybody kind of rocked to.
Yeah. It was really Juvenile.
Why did they talk about Turk? Why are he beefing with Turk in a situation where, it's supposed to be a celebration of music? I don't know. I just think that it was like a payday almost.
Pretty much. Yeah.
It looked like, when I looked at it at the end, I was like, I think No Limit really treated it like a performance.
Yeah.
But I believe Cash Money treated it like it was just
showed up.
Yeah, they was like an extra payday.
They did showed up. Yeah. Oh yeah. But No Limit, they was ready, man. They was ready. You could tell they probably rehearsed somewhere. You could tell they was ready.
Well, I'm gonna give you your final thoughts. What do you want the people to know about 414 Spotlight, Melvin James? Can they keep up with you? What you doing?
Man, listen, you can catch me every single Saturday at midnight on my 24. 414 Video Spotlight. It's an hour show. You got a clean and quality video. And listen, let's be clear. This is not a hip-hop show.
Okay.
This show is for everybody. If you got a clean and quality video, it just
rock bands, anybody.
Yeah. As long as it's clean and quality.
Right.
People think it's a hip-hop show because that's all I get.
Well, the streets definitely submit
all the time
their music.
Yeah.
But you said if a rock band wanted to play their song.
Yeah, I had a couple.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mexican.
I was in a rock band for like
Were you?
8-9 years.
Do you remember Petty Hendrix?
Yep.
Okay.
I like Petty Hendrix.
He went rock.
Where is he at now?
I think he lives in Atlanta.
Is he still doing rock and roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's good at it.
Yeah. Oh, he was always good at it.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering, because I haven't heard nothing lately.
That's why. Because he do rock.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's really good. I'm really proud of him, man, because he's taking it way serious. He did the rap music. And he said, man, I always wanted to do this. If you listen to some of his songs, you can tell he wanted to do rap.
Okay. Well, how can we support you? How can we keep in touch with you?
Man, listen, first of all, I'm old school. You can call me, 414-391-4128.
Okay, like Mike Jones.
Yeah, you call me.
Say the number one more time.
414-391-4128. Just call me. Because, sometimes social media might not work. That phone number will always be there.
Well, thank you, Melvin. We appreciate you for coming through. You got to come. You got to bring one of your artists through.
I will.
You got to start stopping through with some of the videos and the artists radio edit. Like we got to have the radio edit. But like I said, that'll be dope.
Yeah. Anytime, Tory. And Tory, real quick, man, I still love you, man. I still know everything you did in the past is awesome. Awesome. You helped one of my artists, remember? Bonnie, with her daughter in Chicago.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Bonnie sure did. Yeah.
So,
we brought Amani Chambers out of Chicago. She was missing for 30 days.
That's right. Yeah, she had a video on my show. Oh, yeah. My man.
Yeah, we got work to do. And like I said, continue to keep up with the culture as usual as we move forward into the future, as we need to be more creative and doing better, because I think it's an economy that needs to come to the city, and we need to, get some economics from that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you, Melvin James. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
At Milwaukee College Prep, we believe brilliance lives in every child. Here, students are challenged, supported, and celebrated every single day. With small class sizes, dedicated teachers, and a proven track record of academic excellence, MCP is helping Milwaukee kids reach their fullest potential. Enrollment is still open for grades K-3 through 8. Spaces are limited. Apply today. Give your child a school where they'll thrive. Visit mkeprep.com or call today. Milwaukee College Prep, brilliance lives here.
Tip-Off Week is more than just the start of Bucks basketball. It's the start of a new season of memories. The raucous crowd, the thrill of every bucket, and the spectacular moments you'll talk about all year long. Whether you come with family, friends, or coworkers, we're all in for cheering Fear the Deer. Nothing compares to the energy of Bucks basketball at Fiserv Forum. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action from the very beginning. Get your tickets now at bucks.com/tickets. That's bucks.com/tickets.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 101.7 The Truth.
And what are some of the ways that you're inspiring people? Because, one of the biggest opportunities, in particular in the African American community, is access, exposure, and awareness.
For Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin, we've been here 76 years.
Wow.
And our mantra is saving the lives you love. So if someone you love needs a blood transfusion and they're in any hospital in Southeast Wisconsin here, that blood's coming from us. And so we're trying to make sure that we're communicating that, because I think folks maybe don't understand that blood can't be manufactured. And summers are always tough because schools are out and we collect about 20 to 25% of our blood from schools. So it's always a day-to-day struggle. We say that the blood that's on the shelves is the blood that saves lives. And a lot of times people are compelled to donate when something bad happens. And our mission and our job is to educate folks so that we can get ahead of the curve and keep 3 days of inventory on the shelves. So we're in a decent spot right now, but we're on the streets every day trying to inspire people to join our mission. One of our big projects that we're proud of is Versity on King, which is part of the Thrive On collaboration in the Gimbel Schuster building on Martin Luther King Drive. And next year, we're going to open a destination center there. It'll be a blood donation center, but it'll be more than that, because we've realized that we can't be transactional with our relationships in the Black community. We need to do things that are intentional and that show that we're there to stay. But the reason that we're there is because not enough people that look like us donate. And so for disorders like sickle cell disease that disproportionately affect us, the race can matter. But I like to say that, Black folks have a superpower in their blood. 44% of Black blood donors will have this rare trait that makes their blood more likely to be able to be a match for a sickle cell patient. And that 44%, that is way higher than what we would find in other races.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Packers sit atop the NFC with a 5-1-1 record. Running back Josh Jacobs says the offense is just getting started.
We still not even where we gonna be, which is crazy to say, playing how good we've been playing as a team, but we still got a lot out there for us.
Packers face the Carolina Panthers on Sunday at noon in Lambeau. No Giannis, no problem. Bucks win a huge game against Steph Curry and the Warriors last night, led by Ryan Rollins. Coach Doc Rivers on the performance.
He's just tough. He's a tough kid, man. And we got a team full of, tough guys. Resilient maybe is a better word.
Bucks face the Sacramento Kings next on Saturday. Badger Volleyball takes on the number 1 ranked team in the nation, Nebraska. That game begins tonight at 8 p.m. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, at 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Hey, look, we had a powerful conversation with Melvin James, but it was something that he said to me the last segment when we went to break, that he almost died. And I was like, wait a minute, what you mean you almost died? I think that it kind of, led me into why didn't you say that? And I think that he was just trying to, get all of the culturistic stuff out the way. But I'm holding Melvin James over for another segment because Melvin, come back here. Bring yourself back up in here. Bring yourself back up in the studio.
We back 414 Video Spotlight.
Hey,
Melvin James in the building.
Let's get Melvin James back in here because you almost lost your life.
So I was driving, and I was on the south side driving, and I just started sweating out of control. I didn't know what was happening. So I called my wife, pulled over. I said, hey, something going on with me. She said, okay, well, I said, I'm going to drive to the hospital because I don't know. But at that time, I was having a stroke. Never had a stroke before. I didn't know what was going on. So
wow.
I drove to the hospital, but when I got there, man, I was so weak. So there was a lady wheeling out somebody in one of them chairs. I said, hey, can you wheel me in there? Because I couldn't even walk in. I'm like, so she wheeled me in there, and they checked me in real fast. And then when they checked me out, the doctor came in there and said they had me on the stroke floor. I was in there the same time that comedian, what's his name, was in there? It'll come back. Anyway, I was on the stroke floor. And once they ran all these tests, the doctor said,
Sippy sip.
There you
sip,
go.
Sip.
We was there at the
He
same
recently
time.
had a stroke.
Yeah, we was there at the same time, but I didn't know it until I got out. So
shout out to Sip.
Yeah. So I said, so after they got me in there, they checked me. The doctor said, you know, you had a heart attack.
What?
Multiple strokes, and you had it called a blood clot in my brain. I said, I had all that? He said, how did you get here? I said, I drove. He said, that made him mad. He said, why didn't you call the ambulance? I said, well, because I was down the street. I said, Doc, listen, I don't know nothing about no stroke. I didn't know what was happening. And they did all these tests. Man, they was coming in there checking on me every half hour. But you know what, Tory? I didn't feel like I had all that. I'm asking the doctors, like, hey, can I go walk on board? They was like, oh, no.
You was in bad condition, and you didn't even know how bad the condition was.
I didn't feel like it. That was my first time ever really being sick like that. I having all that stuff at one time? No, I didn't know that was all that was going on.
And we just had a conversation about how we as men, we don't go to the doctor. We don't get checkups or nothing like that. And then by the time we do go to the doctor's, life and death.
Right. You know, so after that, Tory, make a long story short, man, let me tell y'all something. Most people ask God to heal them. I didn't. I asked God to show me what was wrong. And once I learned that what was wrong, I got home. I was in there for a whole week, got home, looked myself in the mirror, and I apologized to my kidneys and to my arm, my heart, everything. I was sorry.
The diet.
Yeah, I did that. There no spirit or no devil attack me. No, my kidneys and my heart and my organs was bad because how I ate. So guess what? I apologized to myself and looked myself in the mirror and said I was sorry. And I would never do that again. So since that point, I done changed a lot of eating, a lot of ways I do things, and it's making myself better, man.
You vegan?
Nope. I just take it easy, man. I just take it easy. You know, I do more of like warm water, tea, stuff like that.
You do herbs?
Very little. But you know, Tory, just don't put it in your body. You ain't got to do herbs. You ain't got to do tea. Just don't put that foolishness in your body. That's it. McDonald's and Burger King, Chick-fil-A, all that stuff.
Two McChicken sandwiches with cheese.
So listen, when you're making a little money, you can eat what you want to eat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, let's just keep it real. That's what it is.
I got you. I'm listening.
But it really caught me off guard when they came in there and said that.
Look, so you telling me you started sweating.
Really bad. It's running down my back.
Because usually the sign that something is going on, your body starts to react a certain way.
Yeah.
So that's your body reacting to what's going on.
It was like I was fading, like I was really getting dizzy. Like I'm like, whoa, like it was really woozy. Really, really woozy. Like, man, what's going on? What's happening? But you know what? Now that happened to me, Tory, it was some times at home that I had small strokes, but I didn't know what it was.
Hold on. What was the small strokes?
Okay, I know what they are now.
Okay, so give me an example of a small stroke.
So I'm sitting at home watching TV, right? Just like this, I'm watching TV. And then I had looked up at the light in my basement, was sitting down there, and bam, I saw doubles. I mean, literally, like, I saw two of everything, you know, and it was like, I'm like, man, what's going on? But did a couple blink like this, and it went away.
Hold on. So
that was a stroke right there.
Okay.
I didn't even know.
I never heard of that.
Yeah. Man, stroke, they can come so small, and you don't be knowing. If you ain't never had a stroke, you don't know.
Wow.
They know. So,
and usually when people have strokes, you know, it has a traumatic effect on their body.
Yep. I'd have none. Right. I was on the stroke floor. Most of the patients, you get people crying and people can't walk the whole nine.
Right.
I didn't have any. I think I had a little handshake like this.
Mm-hmm.
But they went away like in a week. But they kept on coming in and like, hey, you all right? I'm like, yeah, Doc. I ain't trying to say I want to go home, but can I go walk in the hallways? I felt fine. I couldn't understand it. And
well, you know you got a praying wife now. You know she praying.
Oh, yeah. All
she
the
done
time.
sent up the message up to heaven. Don't take my husband.
All right. You know, Tory, and then when I was sitting in that car, I said to myself, whatever's going on with me, don't panic. Because that makes things worse. If you get shot and you hollering and screaming, oh, Lord, now your blood pumping out of control. Don't panic. And I didn't panic what was going on. So maybe that's why it wasn't so bad, but I was sweating. All I know, I can feel it running all the way down my back in my shoes.
When you finally got the diagnosis of all the things that was going on with you,
they put me on 15 pills. I'm down to 4 now because of me.
Oh wow!
I changed my way of eating, all the blood thinner stuff, all this stuff, Tory, all the heart medicine, all that. I just changed. I just changed. They told me I was going to be on a lot of these pills forever. Well, I'm not because I changed.
You changed your diet.
That's right. You know, that's it. You know.
What, was you eating steaks and shrimps or something?
Some of everything.
Some wine?
Just some of everything, man.
What was going on, man?
Fast food, just a lot, man. Just some of everything.
Eating them big beautiful.
Yeah, just some of everything, man. But
wow.
You know what? I definitely made a change to eating, man. I'm telling you, man. Y'all go get your blood pressure checked, people. I'm telling you right now, that's a silent killer.
Andrew, what you listening? What you thinking about this?
Tory, can we talk about our weight loss challenge that we got going on?
Oh, we do got a weight loss challenge in here. Yeah.
Okay.
GP and Andrew got a weight loss challenge because they trying to change their diets.
Man, listen. Stop eating after 6 o'clock and don't eat again until 10, maybe 10 a.m. every day. You know, see, people call like a Daniel's fast, the church fast. I don't got no name on mine. I just don't do it. 6 o'clock, I'm done.
So don't eat after 6.
Yeah.
And pick the spoon back up at 10 a.m.
About 10 a.m. And if you can go longer, go longer.
Intermittent fast.
And let me tell you, it's a good one. Just regular warm water. You'll be surprised what regular warm and hot as you can take and do for your body. Man, listen, I don't want to sound too personal, but going to the bathroom, number 2, it's smooth.
Wow.
I'm talking about, I'm like, whoa. You can barely even smell it.
So how long have you been eating right?
Warm water.
And what are the effects that you see? What was the immediate effect of eating right? Like all of a sudden you knew, okay, my body's starting to get in a space where I don't have to worry about having a stroke. Or are you still in a space where
still in the space?
Okay,
but I do see a difference. It's like my mind work better. It's like it's like I think better. You know, I'm not sluggish all the time. I don't need a nap all the time.
Somebody said, leave that big back diet alone.
Damn.
All I'm saying is we all have to start tackling ideas of nutrition.
You got to.
Like
man.
Andrew and GP, they got a little bet going that whoever loses the most weight at the end of November get $100.
At the end of November?
Yeah. They got to go through November, and they're going to weigh in, and then they only going to weigh in, and then they're going to weigh out.
That ain't
They're
bad.
going to weigh in November 1st, but they doing it around the time where they stopping the SNAP benefits, so...
Oh, well, that
don't count. It shouldn't count.
It should count.
They ain't gonna have no food in the pantry.
Right. Yeah, right.
All right, man.
All right, man.
We gonna run the break.
Ain't got no food. You gonna lose weight either.
Oh, wow.
Right?
When we come back, we'll have more conversation. We go get more info. And I think Melvin got another story about him being robbed as well. Did you want to tell that story, or you want to wait on that one?
We're going to wait on that one.
Okay, we're going to wait on that. Well, thank you for coming in.
Yeah, we're going to wait on that one.
Okay, well, next time you come through, bring an artist. We'll have another great segment. I appreciate you for telling your personal story about almost losing your life due to the diet. And how you got it back on track.
Yeah, man, get your blood pressure checked, because that is a silent killer. Go get it checked. You feel good, but you ain't good. You know?
All right. Well, look, thank you for stopping through, Melvin James, 414 Spotlight, Saturday nights at 12 on My 24. Powerful conversation with Melvin James. When we come back, we'll get on with the show. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, it's time to elevate the conversation at our second annual Truth Summit happening Saturday, November 15th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Thrive on King. This free in-person roundtable dives deep into Milwaukee's most pressing issues, from bridging the healthcare divide to rebuilding our educational pipeline. Join me, Dr. Ken Harris, and expert guests for powerful insights and lively debate you won't hear anywhere else. Reserve your spot at 1017thetruth.com. Sponsored by 1MKE and Thrive on King. It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 60 months. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella Windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 10/31 of 2025.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Your big night deserves more than just music. Prom, homecoming, graduation, weddings, corporate gatherings. Every occasion deserves a soundtrack that elevates the moment. I'm Kyrie, DJ Ree Maniac Brooks, community leader and your dedicated DJ. From the very first consultation to the last track, I'll make sure every detail aligns with your vision. For more information about how you can make your event unforgettable, visit www.djremaniac.com. That's www.djreemaniac.com. Make your event an experience with DJ Remaniac.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Look, that was a great interview with Melvin James. Took me off guard. Almost lost his life. Had to get his diet together. Powerful testimony, especially for those that are out here not paying attention to their nutrition. Sometimes we all get in a space where we love to eat what we want, but then we have to face the side effects down the road. And once you change your diet, I've changed a lot of my diet, but I'm telling you, I still ain't perfect with the diet change, Andrew.
You're my weight loss coach for this challenge, so
I'm definitely the white. I'm gonna definitely get involved because, like I said, this is the time. This is the time. I mean, especially I wasn't trying to joke about the SNAP benefits, but we all might be losing weight in November. I mean, for a lot of people out here, so we all might have to go on the challenge. We all might have to do the challenge, the weight loss challenge.
Let me ask you. You got GP in here doing Pop Culture Report. You got me producing now. Whose team are you on?
I'm on both sides. I think that it's healthier. But you my producer, so I'm gonna have to lean more toward you because I'm gonna have to have you running up the stairs like Rocky. Pow! Running up the stairs over there on North Avenue by the park up the stairs. If you can make it up all them stairs a couple times, you might be all right.
I love it.
But we got a story out of Ohio where an Ohio woman was charged in DoorDash driver's death after alleged hit-and-run crash. Now, something is always going on with these DoorDash people. We got the one lady right here in Milwaukee that followed the lady home, tore up her car over 10 wings from Friars. But now I looked up and I seen a woman from Ohio charged in the DoorDash driver's death after a hit-and-run crash. We got some audio on this if you're watching as we broadcast live. Let's listen.
Every memories I got is with him. You know, we grew up together.
The younger brother of Ibrahim Diakite asked not to be identified as he remembered the 31-year-old who died after a violent confrontation last week in Westerville.
He wasn't only my brother. He was my best friend.
Family members telling us Ibrahim was working as a DoorDash driver Wednesday morning when he got into a minor traffic accident with a woman in this shopping center parking lot.
Very hardworking young man, full of life.
According to charging documents obtained by ABC6, Danielle Henry, who police have said was in a stolen car and had just shoplifted, was involved in a minor crash with Ibrahim and fled the scene. Ibrahim followed her to an intersection where he stopped his car in front of Danielle's and then stood in front of her SUV to prevent her from driving away. At one point, Ibrahim got on the hood of Danielle's vehicle to stop her from leaving. That's when police say Danielle accelerated, with Ibrahim still on the hood, pulling him under the car, dragged for approximately 300 to 600 feet and run over. Danielle drove away. Ibrahim died a short time later.
She ran away. How can you do that? That's not human.
Wasn't he on the hood of the car?
His life.
Danielle, who had an arrest warrant on an unrelated charge, was taken into custody a few days later and faces several charges, including aggravated vehicular homicide and involuntary manslaughter. We checked the 34-year-old's criminal past. It goes back nearly 15 years. Danielle back in court next week to face charges related to Ibrahim's death. His family will be there too.
We want to make sure she doesn't kill somebody else.
Oh, wow.
We don't want somebody else to go through what we are going through.
Wow. I don't know what's going on this whole year. Like, it'll be November. We only got, 2 more months before the end of the year to 2026. And I'm going to tell you, this whole year, I've been looking at stories that made me scratch my head on what could people have done different or what kind of attitude that they could have had to avoid it. And many times when you look at how these people are losing their lives or over the stupidest, silliest things, and in 2026, we got to all come together and say, we got to get around this impulsive, negative behavior. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's in the some people saying it's in the food. Some people say it's a lot of chemicals in the food that we chewing on. Like, look what happened to Melvin James. He said, hey, he had a stroke, blood clots, and it was because of his diet. But if you look at movies like Clone Tyrone and how they say that they have all these different chemicals in the chicken sandwich and things like that to keep customers addicted and things like that, I'm wondering, is it having a psychological effect to where the cognitive thinking skills are reduced? Because how are you freaking out over food? It may be an addiction. It may be an addiction. What in the world? People are very angry and irritated. It's so dangerous. Every conversation now, you have to pick and choose your battles. I remember when they told me when I was coming up, one day you may run into somebody. Don't be a bully because you may run into somebody, that's willing to take that challenge. And I've always practiced not bothering people because of that. Because, you think you tough, and if you pick on enough people, you're going to hit the right one. So if you got a lifestyle where you challenging everybody that come in front of you, you're destined to run into somebody that's going to take that challenge. So I don't practice. I practice walking away. It's tougher to walk away because everybody has that impulsive nature to try to say, okay, who want it? Who want it with me? Come get some of this medicine. And I stopped that. I was raised to be triggered. And then I had to deprogram myself to not be triggered. And that's a whole process within itself. Everybody in my neighborhood was trained to react. And I think that many times we got to pick and choose what to react to. And I think I've seen a lot of people fall victim of just petty things that escalated to life and death situations. And let's go into 2026 treating each other better, having a better mental attitude, mental intelligence, get our mental intelligence up. Stop all of that slick talking out the side of your face, because a lot of people right now are irritated, especially in November where they're saying that a lot of people may be going without food. you got to be extra careful now. Somebody even told me that if you're going to the grocery store and SNAP may not be affecting you a certain kind of way, if you go to the grocery store and get a big cart of groceries and you taking it out to your car, you got to be careful. Because you may be saying, okay, I got money to buy groceries, but it might be somebody waiting in the shadows looking for you to come out with that cart, and they might take try to take what you got from the store. I'm just saying, these are things that you got to be looking out for as we move into this shutdown. Especially single women that have the means to try to, go shopping and get stuff. Don't go get a big cart full of stuff. Somebody might crash out on you. We don't know. Hopefully they get it together. Hopefully they don't shut it down. Hopefully somebody come out with some common sense. But when we come back, we're going to have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Need a way to hype up your day?
This is Lorenzo.
Lorenzo, you just won $5,000!
What would you do with $5,000?
That's sweet for a couple months.
Yes,
There you go.
Yes.
That just made me happy.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
Can we hold something?
Y'all holler back at y'all.
I got money now.
I'm going to say something. I'm a conservative, as you know. I might not agree with you all the time, but even when I don't agree with you, you crack me up. And the other guy, he just pretend conservative all day. And you do make me think. But when you do better than anyone, you think on your feet.
Now that was a compliment coming from somebody who is as Trump-loving as he is, that can appreciate what we do here.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Dad's gonna be far side, good.
What should I do with my dress?
Do little wiggles. The slate's coming in.
What does it feel like when you're down or having a bad day?
It feels sad, like you just don't want to do anything.
All my little emotions in my head is just running crazy. I don't know what to do.
As a teacher or coach, do you ever feel overwhelmed supporting kids' mental health?
I had never experienced players being so down that they can't even participate.
He's just in tears in the huddle. I didn't know what to do.
Teachers need tons of help.
Kids Mental Health Foundation offers educational materials to help guide conversations with our students.
It's so important that we are constantly educating ourselves.
It's the same as the CPR class to me. We're trying to save a life here.
The Kids Mental Health Foundation has free tools and information developed by experts because kids' mental health starts with all of us. Scan the QR code or check out kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org to get started.
I'm Angela Bassett. As a first responder on screen, I know what it means to act fast in an emergency. In real life, the same urgency can save lives, especially when it comes to a food allergy. For 33 million Americans, one bite can turn an ordinary meal into a life-threatening reaction. And too often, they don't have the one thing that could save them: epinephrine. But emergencies don't wait. And when a severe reaction happens, being prepared makes all the difference. Now, there's a needle-free option, a new way to carry epinephrine that makes it easier than ever to be ready. No needles, no hesitation, because when the unexpected happens, the best thing you can do is be ready. Know the risk, know the options, be ready to act. Learn more at foodallergy.org/ready to act.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Here is Tory Lowe with his truth.
It's official. July 5th is Tory Lowe Day in the city of Milwaukee and Milwaukee County. I am humbled to receive this proclamation from the mayor's office and the county executive's office. To me, this day represents life and purpose and being driven by passion to serve and empower others. It's about being unselfish and answering the call to help those in need and living life with intention. Despite challenges and obstacles, I remain focused on creating real change in my community, county, and state. This recognition isn't about me. It's about the collective efforts of those who supported me along the way. It's about the resilience and determination that defines my journey. As we celebrate this day, I want to leave you with a challenge. What will you do to create positive change in your community? Will you get out and volunteer, mentor, or simply be a support to a friend? Whatever it is, I urge you to take action. Together, we can build a brighter future, one that's filled with hope, opportunity, and empowerment. I am honored to serve, and I am grateful for this recognition. Let's continue to uplift and support one another, striving for a better tomorrow. So what does Tory Lowe Day mean to me? Let's make a difference together. Let's stay committed to our purpose and keep pushing forward, even in the face of adversity. I'm excited to see the impact we can make, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to serve alongside such an amazing community. Now, my question is, what does Tory Lowe Day mean to you?
This has been Truth Takes on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Listen to The Tory Lowe Show weekdays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. We are the home of Milwaukee Black Talk. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And we're looking into this. Elizabeth Brown brought this to my attention. They're saying that judges ordered Trump to continue SNAP benefits. I'm seeing that there's some motion to continue the SNAP benefits. Give me some footage, some information on this. I want to bring this up because this is a big situation going on. A lot of people don't know what to expect November 1st, but this is something that Elizabeth Brown brought to my attention. 2 federal judges ruled on Friday that the Trump administration must continue to fund the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program for Americans. And so maybe it's hope. Maybe this ain't going to be a thing. And it was all, something where people kind of were stressing out. See, that's what I'm talking about, Abdul. Abdul then went and found me some snacks from yesterday from upstairs. But we got some video. We got some video on this. If you're watching as we broadcast live, let's listen.
Washington Managing Editor Catherine Falders and Transportation reporter Sam Sweeney joining me now for more. So, Catherine, a judge says that Trump's attempt to suspend SNAP is unlawful. What more? He didn't mention anything about it there on the tarmac, but what more do we know?
Yeah, that is interesting. We're referring, and this is just in from, by the way, our colleague Peter Charalambos, who was reading through this ruling. This was a hearing that was heard yesterday on an emergency basis to try and get a judge to restore those funds that will be lost, Kira, as you say, at midnight. So this federal judge in Boston did rule that the administration's attempt to suspend the SNAP funding, as you mentioned, is unlawful, but that judge declined to issue an immediate order ordering that the program be funded by the federal government. So while the judge says it's unlawful, that does not mean that all of a sudden food assistance won't go away for 42 million Americans starting at midnight, as you mentioned. So this is just what the judge said, but it doesn't seem at this point that what this judge in particular said will change anything. that will go into effect at midnight tonight. Now, remember, there's also another hearing in Rhode Island before a separate federal judge. So we'll see if that judge says anything different that may happen to affect the outcome of what will happen in less than 24 hours.
Yeah, because that's a lot of people across the United States that's going to be affected like this. And the chaos, once you get kids screaming, talking about I ain't got nothing to eat and I'm hungry, people kick into survival mode. I used to watch movies where, and I think it was a Jamie Foxx movie. I don't know which one it was, but the father, he said he was telling the story about how it was Christmas time, and his father bought him all these gifts, but they was poor. But come to find out, the father had went and robbed the toy store to make sure that they had a good Christmas. And it was like a sad story. First, it sounded powerful, but then it ended up what he had to do to actually provide the Christmas that he had to go rob, and then the police came and took him away. Well, here we go, a desperate situation where so many people across the country will be in a space where they kids gonna be crying for food. So what is that going to produce people to do? I understand what I'm saying. I don't even want to imagine. I do not want to imagine. Well, Milwaukee County residents and food pantries prepare for SNAP benefit cuts. I guess they had a meeting. I saw that the county had a meeting about it earlier on the live. They went live with a press conference earlier. David Crawley, I think Shaquana Taylor was on the meeting, and Gwen Moore, a lot of different local leaders, the local electeds was on this press conference. But they say they're saying Milwaukee County residents prepare for, what's coming. We got another update on this. Andrew let me know that there is another update that he has. If y'all watching as we broadcast live, let's listen.
Moments ago, a federal judge in Massachusetts ruled that the Trump administration is required to use about $6 billion in a contingency fund, an emergency fund, to pay for SNAP benefits that will lapse tomorrow. After a month of the government shutdown, that government food assistance for 42-some million Americans was about to run dry.
The vast majority of SNAP recipients, 83% in 2023, were children, elderly folks, or people with disabilities. The Trump administration has said that contingency fund was not an option for SNAP. Now, even with the judge's ruling, the emergency money falls short of supplying the full program. So let's talk.
Moments ago, a federal judge in Massachusetts.
All right, well, we're going to keep feeding y'all the information as much as we can. As much as we can, because this is just taking place. Some of this that we're talking about right now, a lot of that information wasn't out when the show first started, when I started the show today. So I guess some judge is trying to make an effort to get some kind of reserve to fund the SNAP benefits. So here we go. I think that they can't let a lot of people across America go through this situation. They know that the chaos would just be almost inevitable. And I'm talking about snaps don't hit that card on the first. Y'all think y'all not going to be affected. Y'all think it's going to be nothing but smooth sailing. But when people got hungry kids at the table, hey, they may react a certain way out of character. They may get out of character a little bit. I don't know. All I'm saying is that we all got to make sure that we're doing the best we can to be a resource. I've been saying that all year. To make sure that we all become resources for each other. But if you want to join in on the conversation today, 833-212-1017, do you think that something can happen where they can find the resources to fund the SNAP program? It's looking like they're trying to do something. The judges have already ruled to try to combat what they know may possibly happen. But 833-212-1017, maybe something at the last minute can come through.
So a caller just asked, Tory, if you thought
Trump put all these National Guard everywhere with this maybe in the back of his mind that SNAP could be potentially, underfunded?
I don't know, because SNAP is everywhere. There's more white people on SNAP than it is. So basically, he was targeting like Memphis, communities that had high crime. Now if he was putting it in somewhere like Wyoming, like where, somewhere in mid Wisconsin, I would think, okay, well maybe he understood what was going to happen. But I can understand the logic. I can understand the logic, but I don't think it's that sinister. I think that that's when you think that blacks are the only ones that get SNAP benefits and stuff like that. Like, no, I don't think so. I when you look clear, and you look at the situation clearly, and you understand what's really at stake, it's really a lot of people that voted for Trump and the Democrats, while they're going back and forth, that are going to be caught up in the middle. And it has nothing to do with politics. SNAP has been around for a long time, and different races, different people, different walks of life use SNAP benefits. I understand what I'm saying. So it's so massive that it couldn't have been just targeted at blacks, you know what I mean? Because we're not the main ones on SNAP benefits. So if you thought that you a bot, you definitely a bot. Maybe a lot, we use it, but we're not the majority on SNAP benefits. So you're hurting. Basically, Trump would be hurting white America, middle America, and definitely the Democrats, the undocumented people, a lot of the people that came over here from Afghanistan, a lot of these migrants that came over here, a lot of those people would be hurt as well. So it's so many different people on SNAP for so many different reasons that you can't even target one group of people when you talk about SNAP benefits. That goes across the board. That affects a lot of people. Eastside Corey.
Hey.
How you doing, Eastside?
Tory Lowe. My man, I've really enjoyed you this week, and I want to wish you a happy Friday.
Blessings,
I quickly want to say, you're like the only black dude I know that possibly voted for Trump besides myself. Mm-hmm. And this reminds me of the time when COVID was coming around the corner. Like a slow-moving train. We saw it coming, and we were warned, and it was like, hurry up and don't do this and do this. It's so weird. And I feel like either he gets too comfortable, Trump, and he's running things in his area seem to be running just fine, but he's surrounded by people that don't seem to really tell him the truth.
I think that it's easy to dump everything on Donald Trump, but this is a joint effort. This has to do with Congress. This has to do with people voting.
I know it's huge.
So it's Democrats and Republicans. I'm not against. I know I got my problem with Democrats, and I know I got my problem with what the Republicans are doing. But when I look at this and when I see what they're doing when it comes to trying to gain leverage, I think both sides got the community, got these SNAP benefits, got the federal government at a standstill because the extreme left and extreme right politics are they don't care about what's in the middle. So Eastside Corey, I can't, I'm not going to be one of those people that's just saying that it's one idea that's actually making it happen. I think that there's multiple ideas in play that's making it happen. And you got to look at the whole thing well-roundedly to make the right decision on what's really going on. And I see trouble in the waters on both sides. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more discussion. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Milwaukee Panthers basketball is back. On Monday night, the Milwaukee Panthers welcome in the Hampton University Pirates to UWM Arena.
Saves with 2, Stillwell with 1. Baseline leaner is good. They've used every ounce of the shot clock, and Jermichael Stillwell finished it off inside.
Scott Warris has the coverage Saturday starting at 6:30 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 7 o'clock.
Truth Nation, you have to be there on Saturday, November 1st at Destiny Youth Plaza near North 76 and West Good Hope Road. Join Mayor Cavalier Johnson for the Milwaukee Fatherhood Summit happening from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's the one-stop shop resource fair connecting families with job opportunities, child support assistance, health education, vaccination, and screenings, financial empowerment and credit repair support, legal assistance, all in one place. You can't beat that. Bring your teams to explore internships, job readiness, and mentoring opportunities that build their future. Register early. Don't wait. Everyone is welcome. Visit milwaukee.gov/fatherhood to sign up as a participant, a vendor, or volunteer. That is milwaukee.gov/fatherhood. For more information, call 414-286-0222. That is the Milwaukee Fatherhood Summit on Saturday, November 1st from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Destiny Youth Plaza near North 76 and West Good Hope Road.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Immerse yourself in a place where bold ideas are sought after, where all are encouraged to bring their personal flourish. Here, innovation is a way of life. In this city, the beat flows. Together, we're dancing to the rhythm. Forward. Now, it's your turn to grab hold of that energy, where you'll remember not just the meals, the celebrations, or the uncommon coast. What you'll remember is how we made you feel. Come experience Milwaukee, where fresh meets fearless every day.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Wisconsin families brace for SNAP funding freeze. We've been talking about it. Just recent news, judges have ordered Trump to find a way to get the reserves open to fund the SNAP program. What they say, $6 billion to fund it in the reserve? Well, the Federal Reserve prints money like paper all the time. So why not? I don't know. We got Smiley on the line. Smiley, how you doing, Smiley?
How you doing? I'm all right, and you?
Fine, Queen. What's going on?
This is the first time I can say that I actually have a little disagreement with you. I always agree with you on a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm. But that's good, because that means you're not a bot. You got common sense here.
We should all have that, but
right.
Hey, you know,
common sense ain't
this
common.
about the situation is where that. However, when you said that part of the situation comes in through the Democrats playing a role into what's happening.
Well, they voted no.
They falls into
13, 14 times.
You say what?
They voted no to because they weren't getting what they wanted as far as funding ideas that they thought that they wanted to implement or they don't want to let go of. So they voted no too.
Right. What they voted for was to not allow the situation to. They need the medical. They want to change Obamacare. So that was the one biggest thing that they were trying to make sure that was not going to be a change to.
Plus, there were other things
funding.
like funding certain programs overseas. All those little programs that nobody agrees that the tax dollars need to go to, that was in there as well.
Well, I mean,
I played the video early. I played the video at the top of the show.
I get what you're saying, but allow me to speak my truth, if it's possible. But when it comes down to everything, everybody have a hand in what they want to do, how they plan. If you're sending millions of dollars over to other cities and doing, at the end of the day, it's a taxpayer money who's doing what, paying everybody that's sitting up in the White House, right?
I agree.
We all have a telltale story or situation where they're going to speak there, do what, and they're going to operate and narrate the situation to be beneficial to whoever they fit to. At the end of the day, they're not. No one is really looking at the fact of, regardless if they saying paying something overseas, they still not saying we are not going to, allow you to tear up something that was created for the whole United States, and that's the health benefits and the food benefits for the people.
Well, those things suffer when you got other agendas attached to it. Just like Black Lives Matter, it said Black Lives Matter in the front, but all of the things on the back end got the benefit, and the black community is still suffering. So when you got ideas where, we want health insurance, we want people to eat and have certain benefits, but when it's attached to 13 different other things that is wasteful, then you get this. You get this type of situation.
Let me say this, though. I don't receive food stamps, and I definitely don't get county benefits for stamps. And there might not, there are people that I don't even think my kids even get in, and they're grown to the point where they work hard to get whatever they have to get. Everybody don't get that opportunity to be like that, but I'm speaking upon those who are in the need of it. So you what they say, you got to give a little to get something, but in the same token, what sense of getting something when you got a president in the United States right now, and the Republicans that's sitting up there don't even care about the fact of that they don't care if it is a go or not, because they got what they want.
Care.
Everybody, I feel like, this is my agree to disagree with you,
and I agree to disagree with you too.
You know what? You have a blunt because you ain't gonna let me finish saying what I gotta say.
I heard
at the end of the day, the people at the end of the day, the people suffering based according to who's doing what in the hands of who.
And we agree.
And right now, I'm gonna say this: Black Lives Matter. Only once black people stop killing and doing what they're doing to each other. Period. That's me just speaking, and I'm a black woman speaking upon it.
Okay. Well, I think we kind of agree, but then we kind of not agree in certain areas. I disagree. I think it's both sides with this. I seen the whole thing. I don't think either side has an advantage in this. I believe it's extreme left policies going on and extreme right going on right now. So I think that's where the disagreement is coming from. Like, y'all want to make it Donald J. Trump, when I'm saying that it's two extreme ideas that are going head to head and the people are suffering. That's my stance on it. Tony from Tulsa, how you doing, Tony?
Tory, what's going on, man? It's been a while.
How you doing, brother?
Not too bad. So I just want to chime in real quick because I know you probably got Liz coming up. And Liz, how you doing? But I just wanted to say, look, this is a dog and pony show. This is a both sides thing. And you're right. There were some things that they wanted in there for gender studies, and it was some Rwanda thing that they had for transgender stuff. And it's just like, what? Why are we funding this overseas when we got people that's hungry here in the States? And then on the other end, I think Dems want to use this as a tactic to be able to use for the midterms, because they are clearly not running on anything. And again, it's the situation comes to, let's do a clean CR. The same CR you've been passing since Trump has been in office. Let's do a clean CR. No, we want to act like we're actually fighting for something, but we're not really fighting for things. So if you do a clean CR like you have been in March, in the summer that they passed another clean CR. The same thing that they've been kicking the can down the road. I'm along the lines of Thomas Massey to look. We need to, if we want to cut down funding, let's do that. But all this international stuff, we need to cut out all the funding today if we can't get our own house in order. So that's all I got to say about it. They both playing both sides, and I mean, it's just we'll see how it goes in the midterms. That's what their only concern is the midterms.
Hey, like I said, we all can. I don't need you to agree with what I said. I said what I said. You can say what you say. But at the end of the day, I'm the one that's going to get the call from people that's suffering. You not. I don't care what I say on the air. I'm the one, if somebody's out here, and it's been going on before the SNAP benefits, it's been going on. So whatever's happening in the city of Milwaukee, I'm going to get a call to go deal with it. So I don't care what you say. I'm going to have to go over there and physically sit in somebody's house and figure it out. But at the end of the day, when you try to say it's one side and not the other side, then you a bot. You donkey gang or you elephant gang. But sometimes you got to be independent and have some common sense. And just because I'm not donkey gang, I'm not elephant gang either. I'm just telling you that when the extreme ideas take place and they're pulling to get an advantage, the people suffer. That's all I said. And I'm not going to let this blood and Crip and all of this extra gang-type activity mentality come in and say, pointing the finger. No, they all sitting up there doing what they want to do that doesn't have the right conscious mind of the American people, and we're suffering from it. And this is a classic example. Everybody, don't have SNAP benefits, but millions of people do. And so that is a concern. But at the end of the day, this is what that's why I say, if y'all don't hit a reset on how we're voting and choosing our leadership, it's going to continue to happen. Simple as that. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You ever see the sign above the highway? The number of people that have been killed on the road? My wife, my son, and my unborn child were killed by a distracted driver. They were more than just a number.
Your phone isn't worth it. Buckle up, phone down. Brought to you by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation.
Did you forget the first day of school is this week and little Nancy still needs her name embroidered on her backpack? Or the company shirts are due now, not next week? Maybe the boss just declared Steve's retirement party is today and the shirts are mandatory? Whatever the rush, Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more in Mequon has got you covered. With fast turnarounds, no minimums, eco-friendly printing, and high-quality custom apparel, Big Frog brings your custom ideas to life fast. Stop by Big Frog in Mequon or visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more, where your ideas leap to life.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Here is Kyle Wallace with his truth.
Truth Nation, I guess I've officially graduated from big bro to unk status, at least according to my little cousin. That's what he said. Now, at first I pushed back a little bit, and I was offended by the assertion that I was old enough to be unk. But after a little thought, y'all, I actually embraced the label of being unk and the responsibility which comes with being quote-unquote unk. See, as unk, I think it's my duty to look out for and support the youth and young cats coming up after me. Embrace the role as being a mentor and role model and aim to protect our kids at all costs. With the news cycle always seemingly being negative towards the youth, we need to take it back upon ourselves to change the narrative and uplift our youth. Our kids are so much more than fights, stolen cars, Kia boys, or acting a fool in public. We can't allow a small population of children to depict who our kids really are in the city of Milwaukee. You have to resist the urge to want to bash our kids and be so quick to pass judgment or disparage the youth. And we got to stop acting as if we were not once in their shoes, making poor decisions, having regrets. I know we have all been there. Now, regardless of how funny it may sound to say YN, don't label our kids that. That is far from a term of endearment, and we have to remember you become what people call you. If someone calls you dumb over and over and over again, you may start believing that you are dumb, and you may start having self-doubt in oneself. Don't put that type of self-hating energy on our youth, Milwaukee. We need to call them YKs and YQs for young kings and young queens, even when they might frustrate you. Remember, they are still only kids. With the summer being here, there is no better time to encourage them to aspire to be great. Give them positive reinforcement. Give them positive affirmation until we get it through their minds on who they really are and what they can become. An unstoppable force of greatness.
Listen to Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace weekdays from noon to 1 p.m.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, brought to you by FidelityWealthManagement.com. Atlanta Falcons owner and Home Depot co-founder Arthur Blank is donating $50 million over a decade to 4 historically black colleges in Atlanta, sending the money to Morehouse, Spelman, and Morris Brown colleges and Clark Atlanta University. Each of the schools receiving money have a lot of students that come from low-income families. And Bloomberg News higher education finance reporter Janet Lawrence says those schools will use the money to help students in need finish their education.
And in some cases, it's just a couple of $100s. It could be a couple of $1,000s. But one of the most intractable problems in higher education is students completing college. And these types of grants literally help them get to the next semester and to finish and to realize the economic benefit of college rather than leaving and having loans, which is the worst outcome.
The grants are projected to help nearly 10,000 students across those HBCUs. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Packers sit atop the NFC with a 5-1-1 record. Running back Josh Jacobs says the offense is just getting started.
We still not even where we gonna be, which is crazy to say, playing how good we've been playing as a team. But we still got a lot out there for us.
Packers face the Carolina Panthers on Sunday at noon in Lambeau. No Giannis, no problem. Bucks win a huge game against Steph Curry and the Warriors last night, led by Ryan Rollins. Coach Doc Rivers on the performance.
He's just tough. You know, he's a tough kid, man. And we got a team full of, tough guys. Resilient maybe is a better word.
Bucks face the Sacramento Kings next on Saturday. Badger Volleyball takes on the #1 ranked team in the nation, Nebraska. That game begins tonight at 8 p.m. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Joining me on the lines, advocate Arthur Elizabeth Brown. Live on the V-Mix. We got Liz live on the V-Mix. If you're tuning in. How you doing, Queen?
Hey, it's Friday, and it's Halloween, so happy Friday.
Hey, happy Friday, happy Halloween. I'll say this. The Milwaukee Police Union, I think that they got the raise that they wanted.
They did. Can you hear me, Tori?
Yeah. Repeat what you just said.
I said, yes, they did.
Okay, and it seems like the Milwaukee Police Association announced that its members have overwhelmingly voted to ratify a new labor agreement with the city.
Yeah, they was gonna get it because everybody else. So
it's a little choppy. You're coming through a little choppy. But the thing is, they went through arbitration. Whatever the arbitration said, they were going to get. And now that I think they were only asking at first where I saw the article where they were asking for a 12% raise, and now I'm seeing that this could be like a 15% raise.
It is 15, yeah.
That's even more than
And
what
no
they was asking
furloughs until and these, Tory. I mean, the reality of it is
All right. Well, hold on, Liz. Your phone is
Let me
is not
call
coming
in.
through. Call in through the lines. Okay, we got while we getting Liz on the lines, we got the police union clip on what's going on. I guess they got the raise, but what else is going on? Let's listen.
Milwaukee police officers worked without a contract for nearly 3 years. The union said it was leading to staffing problems on Milwaukee's streets. Now?
This is going to help with retention. Officers hopefully are now not going to leave for other jurisdictions like we've been seeing, because now our wages are competitive to those places.
The union reveals the new contract would give MPD officers a 14.25% pay raise over a 4-year contract. That means back pay for 2023, 2024, and 2025.
Oh, wow.
And higher pay next year. The Milwaukee Police Association says when you compound it, it's actually a 15% pay raise over the 4 years.
Where's the city going to get millions and millions of dollars for this contract? So we try to make sure that we account for those things. But I'm really happy with where we are, because I've got a responsibility not just to make sure that we're supporting police, but also supporting taxpayers as well.
The union and mayor say they both hope the contract will bring new recruits to the department. Mayor Cavalier Johnson's budgets have called for 3 recruit classes of 65 each, but the actual sizes have been much smaller. Some recent classes had just 25 or 28 graduates.
I think that now that we're going to be competitive to other jurisdictions around the area, this is going to now really drive a desire for people to be Milwaukee police officers.
The union says 83% of members voted yes Wednesday, and 17% voted no. Next, the Milwaukee Common Council will need to approve the contract. If they do, Milwaukee police officers will be some of the highest paid in the state.
Oh, wow. There you go. Everybody got their raise. The cycle is complete. Getting down to the end of 2025, everybody got their little money. The teachers got extra raise, the Common Council, the mayor. Everybody got the raise, and the people got the taxes. So here we go. Do we got Elizabeth?
I mean, again, look here, King. Milwaukee, the so-called, like I said, misleadership. They're supposed to be leadership, but they misleading the people across the table. I've never seen so many failing systems suck money out of the community like all of these individuals, all of them in the bed together, all of them know that they're not doing a job that deserves raises. In the reality of it, though, when you look at how, I mean, from the governor on down, just complete failures. We're being taxed to the max to pump, again, pensions, okay? Because everybody trying to blow their pension up. Because, again, remember Mad Dog Morales? On his pension, he was getting, $10,000 a month?
Right.
So, again, when we looking at the school MPS superintendent, how much money they gave her to come here, again, she coming in paid, okay? And paperwork still wasn't right. She got paid top dollar for failure. MPD, short staff, but even when they was full staff, failure. You understand what I'm saying? Especially for our community and the people that are being taxed. Again, where is everybody getting what they want but the people? Because, again, all we asking for is you to do the job that we paying you to do. Because clearly y'all going to they getting the money. But the only people that's sitting at the table that's hungry is the people who built the table, which is the people. And everybody else is just, big back energy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll say
you can look at them and tell they eating good.
Well, I'll say this. It seems like the taxpayers' dollars is like monopoly money. And who can negotiate the best deal, they get it, and you seeing everybody this year for some reason, they went for the gusto. They even though the budget deficits are here, even though there's multiple deficits going on, they walked away with some of the worst budget deficits in the history. Everybody came out like a fat rat with raises.
But found a way to get a raise. Like, make that make sense. Again, even when it came to the chief.
I might have to. I might have
looking
to.
out for himself and not even other officers.
Hey, I might try to climb over the wall and try to become a police officer, get up in the academy.
Hey, I've seen some officers I know ain't getting over the wall. You understand? Like,
somebody told me they don't even do that.
Wall,
somebody told me they don't even climb the wall no more because it was it wasn't beneficial to different people body types. I don't know.
But you put them in our neighborhood. Like, at the end of the day, there's nothing that's of substance right now. When we're talking about these individuals who we're supposed to look to that don't know what the hell they're doing. It's clear that they don't know what they're doing. When failure get raises, it's time for us to go back to the drawing board and realize that we the problem. How are we letting these people get away with that?
All I know is that when you look at 2025, this was the year of getting money for the politics and a lot of these organizations. I'm talking about from the beginning of the year to now, all we've seen is money go into the hands of the establishment and not on the ground to help and assist the people. So they got they pot, they got their little extra, and we got resources cut. We got more resources cut because of these what they call severe budgets. The worst, some of the worst budget ideas. We got our resources cut, but they got a raise. Somebody help me. Somebody help me make that make sense if you can.
Yeah, ain't nobody going to ever be able to make it make sense because, again, if the community is hurting, if we are at a deficit, how the hell are you requesting and passing for you to get a raise? Matter of fact, the last time I checked is a company is at a deficit, you getting rid of the top-heavy individuals, and you as the boss is taking a cut to keep some of your people. These individuals, again, like I said, they secured the bag with no results. And again, like I said, these titles, everybody title drunk, but they can't put their degrees together and make none of this make sense outside of the fact that they run into the bank and the people have nothing to show for it. And like you stated, we're talking about parks, we're talking about pools, we're talking about all of these closures. On your show, we have had the elderly, the children, and the middle class suffering.
Wow.
And they got a raise.
Wow. Hey, look, Mo in the chat says, let's not forget we got tickets with our names on it waiting to get picked up in 2026.
Absolutely, Mo.
Oh,
absolutely.
Wow. Hey, look.
That part. And not only that, even downtown where they talking about what they didn't prolong where you could park at 6 and not have to pay the meter. Now you got to pay the meter.
Now you got to wait till 9 o'clock. Hey, look, I don't know. It's just, hey, I got my eyebrow up, but when we come back, I need to get your final thoughts on the week, Elizabeth Brown, as usual. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Hey, think you're the ultimate trivia champ?
Well, prove it against us, your favorite WTMJ host.
It's free to play. All we ask is bring a new unwrapped toy to benefit Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive.
Or you can donate at WTMJ.com. Just text TOY to the WTMJ talk and text line.
855-616-1620. Grab your friends. Test your smarts. All while helping a great cause.
It's the WTMJ Trivia Challenge coming to a place near you.
Check out the schedule of where we will be at WTMJ.com. It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 60 months. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 10/31 of 2025.
Life's better with American Family Insurance, because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
Fall in Milwaukee, where the air is crisp, the drinks are cold, and the good times are just heating up. Stroll Milwaukee's lakefront and explore its parks as they burst into a kaleidoscope of golds, ambers, and reds. Raise a glass at a beer garden that feels like a neighborhood block party, Milwaukee style. And just as the temps fall, Brewers baseball is turning up the heat. October dreams are made right here. This season, every color, every cheer, every sip, it all comes together in Milwaukee. Craft your perfect getaway at visitmilwaukee.org.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Look, every child deserves a school that sees their brilliance, a place that believes in who they can become. At Milwaukee College Prep, we set the bar high with strong character, high expectations, and academic excellence starting as early as age 3. MCP scholars continue to outperform their peers across Milwaukee because we believe every child can achieve greatness. And the best part is tuition free. If you're looking for a school that partners with you, challenges your child, and prepares them for college and beyond, visit MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com, because Milwaukee College Prep is where brilliance begins. Elizabeth Brown, it was kind of spooky this week. A lot of the things that were going on was kind of spooky. It's October 31st. Yes. And hopefully as we get into November, we can start to, get things going in the right direction.
Absolutely. And I think, we're in a space and place that, again, you can't change what you're not facing, And on the Tory Lowe Show from 1 to 4, 5 days a week and on the repeat, I think we calling it what it is, because, again, with any addiction, with any programming, because we've been programmed for a long time. We've been addicted to the struggle of, we've been addicted to the lack mindset, we've been addicted to wait on somebody else, believe in these people and they going to make certain things happen. We're in a time now where we understand that if we don't do it, it's not going to get done. So I think we're in a powerful place to become greater, to become better. It's time. I think it's a timing of healing, revealing, releasing, and rebuilding, And I think we're doing that every day because we're not only talking about, we're being about what we're talking about. We're showing people that you don't have to pick a side of the Democrats or the Republicans. You understand? Because anytime you have to pick a side, you lose. Period. And point blank.
You got to choose yourself sometimes.
Absolutely. I mean, and especially the people. Because both of those sides is playing the ends against the middle. It's like monkey in the middle, and we the monkey, the people who are working every day and making this place livable. You know, we're the ones that continuing to suffer. And I think if there should be any separation, it should be us from the politics, the illusions that these people continue to sell us. Like used car sellers and salesmen, and then we have buyer's remorse every time we leave the voting box because these clowns get in there and they do what they want to do. One thing for sure and two for certain, though, the mayor, the governor, the county, like the chief of police, all of these individuals have shown us one thing, that they don't give a damn about us. And when somebody show you that they don't care, you don't have to get loud with them. You don't have to do anything. Remove your energy and watch things change. It's time for us to not only talk about change, but be about it. We got to move these people around. Anytime you have cancer, you have to remove it. It has to be removed or it's going to continue to spread. It's time for us to remove these cancerous parasites, because the only thing they doing are feeding off the people, continuing to feed off the people and making spaces and places for other individuals who they know are parasites as well. You bring in somebody from somewhere else, you pay them top dollar. They was failing as a superintendent where they from, paperwork wasn't done, and you bring them here for top dollar with a failing record because you want them to fail here too. These people don't want to fix Milwaukee because Milwaukee is the bread and butter of all the surrounding rural areas that's supposed to be better. This is why we're always on the news. This is why everything that they talk about in every state in America, the black face is always put on the worst things that ever happened. But the reality of it is, when we know who we are and what it is that we do, we can change the narrative. Stop tuning in, you know. I was talking about detoxing and all that this whole month. And one thing for sure and two for certain, King, we got to stop consuming what we know is bad for us. Consuming the logic, consuming what it is that they want to push.
Bot it out.
If we're truly about being positive,
being a bot.
if we're truly about being positive, though, if we're truly about change, you're going to watch what you consume. Just like the King was saying, you know, what I ate, I consumed that. So that was my responsibility.
Right.
So it's not only what you feed your body, it's what you feed your mind, it's what you feed your spirit. When you're ready for change, you're no longer going to do anything the same way that you've been doing it. Like I said, in struggle, trying to force something, trying to control it. If you have to force it, if you have to control it, it's not meant for you. If you have to chase it, you want to put yourself in the position where you're attracting what it is that you need, and you're not going to attract anything good if you are at war with yourself. So the reality is, tap in. It's a beautiful time to be alive. No matter what they trying to push, that narrative of fear, doubt, lack, I rebuke it. Okay? This is the season of harvest for those of us who have been righteous when we could have been wrong. We chose the long way because we understood that when you go the long way, you're going to stay a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, the reality is, it's our time, King.
I agree.
And what used to be turned upside down, we about to turn it right side up. And I'm here for it.
The best thing about it is you got a right to change. If you don't like what you see, you have a right to change your mind. That's what's powerful about free choice, free will. You know, you don't always have to go with the status quo, especially if you can't see the outcomes and the results, especially if it's your tax dollars that's funding it. Once the people take back control and start to regroup, rethink, and reshape and reposition themselves, it's going to be a great time, not only in our community, but across America.
Absolutely. And I concur, King, because, again, change your mind to change your life, and anything you got wrong yesterday, you can get it right today. You can wake up with the intent to do what's right, even if you've done something wrong. It's never too late to do what's right. And the reality of that is, like you said, every day you're given a chance and a choice. Choose, but don't choose to lose. Because, again, we done been there and done that.
And
it's time to win.
Hey, I tell you this, a lot of people feel like just because the crowd moving in a certain direction, that's the good thing to do. And sometimes, many times, a crowd will be doing agendas that don't benefit you. And just because a bunch of people are going a certain direction, you got to make sure that you're understanding what's funding it, what the root cause is, and what the root ideas are, and if that weighs in on what you're trying to do. Because many times a lot of people see a lot of people moving in a direction and thinking, oh, this is what the people want. But a lot of that is socially engineered to make you believe that that's what the people want, but it's against your best interest. So when you start seeing beyond the crowd and looking at the root cause, you'll come out a lot better in your decision making.
I absolutely agree, King. And we working, have safe and productive weekend. Try to get some rest.
Right.
And Truth Nation, look, we working. Hang in there.
Well, look, I appreciate you for being on the front lines as usual, Queen, and we got a lot of work to do.
Hey, as always, King, I'm here for it. Let's get it. One love.
I'll talk to you soon. All right. Salute to everybody that joined the show in the chat. Powerful chat all week. We got through another week. I need everybody out there in Truth Nation to have a fun, safe weekend and keep your head on the swivel. Always know that awareness is key. And no matter what happens going into November, we going to be right here, ready to tackle whatever the situation is, as we always do. I appreciate everybody for listening in to the show every day. All of the brothers and sisters on the front lines that are willing to be a resource for others. Salute, salute, salute. And if you ain't about that action and you reactionary, it's never been a better time to change your mind to get on the front lines. We need you. Hey, look, keep your head on the swivel. Green don't always mean go. And look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you. Home a blow in for Dr. Ken. Have a fun, safe weekend.
One in the air for the people ain't here. Two in the air for the brother that's there. Three in the air for the kids.
Today's Associated Bank Black Business Give Back Spotlight is brought